flipping around. Down it gone flipping around. I'm taking my time, I kick a car. I tell you something. Oh no! I killed my friend.
Looking for manga and anime collectibles? We have manga, toy, anime collectibles, complete collections, and so much more at Ultimate Comics.
Welcome to Ultimate Comics. We're the biggest shop in North Carolina, which makes us your pop culture destination. We have everything from Funko Pops to sideshow collectibles, Hot Toys, graphic novels and manga, a whole room dedicated to back issues filled with keys, and a giant wall filled with new comics. So come on down and see all your friends at your friendly neighborhood Ultimate Comics.
Flipping around.
We have 3 shows a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Facebook page. We have key issues, sets, new books, hot variants, and I mean, we do special events all the time. We just had Tankers #1 signed by Rob Venditti available on the show, and we're actually getting those shipped out right now. We're a little bit behind schedule. Well, how are you coming along with that, Rob? We gotta get these out.
I'm going as fast as I can. He's doing covers now? What the fuck? I love it.
to hear about the best comic book show on YouTube? It's What to Pick Up This Week, starring Harrison and Sienna from Ultimate Comics. Find out what books to grab each week, from the best stories to the hottest covers, and never be alone again.
What the first appearance this
The
week?
first
You
is
were like,
the Black Suit.
yeah. What? So
Yeah.
what's coming out this week? Marvel Comics.
Marvel Comics.
Big new
Let's
release.
start. Yeah.
And they're also doing really cool 1 in 50 symbiote blanks.
Flipping through it, and the art looks phenomenal.
Everyone's gonna be after this. I'm sure it's gonna be double, triple ratio.
So nice.
Yeah, that's him writing it. He had the obviously really long running Flash Rebirth series. James Herring does the Ultra Mega cover, and Tilly Walden and Charlie Adler both do Walking Dead covers.
It captures everything that I love about Superman, like that wish fulfillment, that hopefulness. It's fantastic.
You
shot.
want photos or you want to kill him?
I want a shot. Some people want that.
Little Francis Hugh does a 1 in 25, and Pepe Larraz does that little sweet 1 in 50. So a lot of really
You have options. Number 1.
both covers.
Well, it's gonna have a
1 in
lower.
25 and
It's
same
gonna have a lower print run.
to do a really beautiful 1 in 25.
No one's gonna want that. Though.
No, J. Scott Campbell.
J. Scott Campbell. Chewie is just like chucking Dingo. A good horror book,
Yeah.
which this is horror as well, and has to do with the legend of the Bunny Mask.
You get a gorgeous Peach Momoko aforementioned Scarlet Witch cover. Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. It is the Moon Knight exclusive by Joe Gisco.
Hey, please let us host the Eisners next year.
Rick and Morty comics. Like Die, like you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good. Now that's a look.
Now that's a
With
look.
the ears.
That's a look. All right.
All right. Like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next week.
Just got Mamo? Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo. Mamo.
I wear my sunglasses anytime I
Boy. Boy.
Berserker, Boom Studios.
Mr. Hybrid, I smell your hybrid. Mr. Hybrid, wandering down the avenue. Swinging a cane, feeling no pain. Mr. Hybrid, I smell you.
I say, I'm Kid Country. Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the Ultimate Comics Live Show, Thursday night edition. I'm here in the studio with Daniel. We are rocking out. Got a really fun show. A lot of really cool Silver and Bronze Age books that are going to be like pretty inexpensive. Some real good reader copies. A few more collectible books in there, of course, as is always the case. A couple really good sets coming up tonight. A couple pretty exciting slabs coming up tonight. Should be a pretty good show. Let's start off. I always forget until like the very last second when Daniel reminds me. But honestly, it's such a cool book that I'm remembering it right off the top. Right here, go ahead and click share. Right now, first thing, you know I'm going to be rambling on for a minute or two here, so you've got the time before you miss out on anything. Just click share, and we're going to be giving away one of these Moon Knight issue number 14. This is the 1 in 25 variant for that issue. It is stunning.
It's the last issue.
I'm gonna give you the close-up.
Run.
Yeah, Jeff Lemire's final issue on Moon Knight. You of course get the classic Moon Knight in the background with Mr. Knight up front there. It's that Pascal Ferry doing the artwork for that issue. We're gonna give this sucker away for free if you are excited and hyped up about that brand new Moon Knight TV show that just debuted yesterday. First of all, you're going to keep it in your mouth and not in the chat, because a lot of us, and by a lot of us, I don't know, maybe 100% of the people watching it, but not me, have seen it so far. So I just don't want to hear anything about it. I don't want to know if you liked it. I don't want to know if you didn't like it. You all know how I'm weird about this kind of thing. That is my right and privilege as the host of the Ultimate Comics Live Show on Thursday. To my joy and lament, Disney is actually pushing back their next big genre series to be a Friday release. So I'm actually pretty jazzed that Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be coming out on Fridays instead of on Wednesday. It's going to be a lot easier for me to get to them. And honestly, that's all I care about. I don't think the 2-day difference is gonna make or break a lot of people's lives. But I'm pretty excited about it. Obviously, you're all excited about it. So go ahead, make sure you're sharing this every single time you click that share button and you share it in a different public venue. We get a little notification. We'll go through at the end of the show, check all of those notifications. We've got a little random number generator. Daniel's gonna pick one of you. You're gonna get this book added with your stuff for free. If this is your first time joining us, we've already told you how to get one item. This is, of course, going to be our special unique giveaway. It is the only item that you can get that way. I'm sure you're wondering how you're going to claim all of these other boxes and boxes of books that I have prepped for the show tonight. Well, it's pretty easy. I'm going to grab all of the books one at a time. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about them. I'm going to set them under one of these 9 letters. You're going to let us know the title of the book that we put down and the letter that it is under. Whoever gets that into the comments first is going to be able to buy that book. Now, we are streaming on Facebook. We are streaming on YouTube. We're getting comments compiled from all of your different feeds. The way that Facebook works, especially, they order your comments in priority with you if it's close to another person's comment at all. Doesn't necessarily mean that they come to us in that order. Daniel is our master controller here. He is wholly in charge of which comment we got first. And you know, if there's any disputes, he's got that DM say, right? The right. Rule of the law. So you're just gonna have to trust that he's applying that justice as fairly as possible. I have to assume that he is, because otherwise this whole thing just falls apart immediately. If you have like a secret Confederate at home that you're sliding all the best books to.
There goes our integrity.
Especially given the fact that you get to see all of these books before they go up, and at any point could just be like, hey, I'm going to buy this one before it even makes it on the show. And I would be like, yeah, that's cool. That is your right as working here.
It has happened.
And more than one occasion
Yeah.
with every single person that's worked at the live show, myself included. So that's how you know that we're not doing it live on the show. It's because we're just freely admitting to doing it before the show even starts. So anyways, that's how you claim a book. Once you claim that book, or maybe just even if you just win the free share prize, you need to go ahead and make sure you fill out that claim form. Get that done right now. It takes literally 1 minute. It is the little blue hyperlink. It's going to be the top pinned comment in the chat. It is also going to be in the video description. All we need is your name. We need your email address so we can send you your invoice. Invoices go out Sunday afternoon. So if you tuned in on Tuesday and you're back tonight, first of all, welcome back. This is your first week. Very exciting. You're going to get just that one clean, easy to pay invoice for the whole week. Last week, it included our bonus Saturday show. So it's always going to make sure that we get that full week in there for you. It's just one flat rate shipping, $8. We will ship anywhere in the United States. And if you're lucky enough to live in the Raleigh-Durham area, first of all, I think we're all pretty jazzed about that basketball game on Saturday. But we're not quite there yet. So second of all, you're probably even more jazzed that you're able to go to your favorite Ultimate Comics brick and mortar location and pick up your books without paying any shipping. We'll have those books sent out if you get that invoice paid Sunday night or early Monday morning. Your books will be at your chosen Ultimate Comics location on Wednesday with all the new releases. And if not, we'll start packing them up, shipping them out on Monday or Tuesday, and you should have them by the end of the week. Am I forgetting anything, Daniel?
I don't think so, but I was also multitasking.
Listen, I get it. If any of the people are like, oh, you totally forgot to tell us about this thing that you always tell us about, let me know. But if you guys think you're good to start buying comics, I think we're good. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody pretty ready? Pretty jazzed? It's been a pretty good week, I think, for a lot of for me. I guess I just assume everyone else is having a good week. Hasn't seemed like anything new and big and terrible has happened, which is honestly a bit of a reprieve over the past few years.
For real.
Just kind of business as usual. Sure, a lot of you are very excited about seeing Morbius this weekend. I'm sure a lot of you are not super excited, but you're going to see it anyways. That's about, I think where I am with it. Like,
same.
I'm going to see it. I didn't see Venom when it came out because I'm just but it was really fun. I really liked it. I'm thinking that Morbius has a lot of potential. It'll just be a really fun movie, which honestly is all I want from a comic book movie.
Yeah.
Any questions, comments, concerns, or?
Michael, you only have to fill out the form once unless your information changes.
Yeah, we're always going to use your most recent form. So if you move, if you change email addresses, if you want to start paying with a different PayPal account or something, then fill out a new claim form. If everything's the same from the last invoice that you got and everything went smoothly, you're good.
But if you do submit another one, make sure to message us just so we know to look out for it, basically. Right. Welcome, Terry. It's your first show.
Oh, welcome. There's always one. It's the Jim Shooter philosophy.
Yeah. And otherwise, just hey, John. Hey, Doug. Lots of hellos.
Hey, everybody. Oh, and I guess last thing I had mentioned briefly, the Ultimate March Madness special that we did over the weekend on Saturday. We have 3/4 of round 1 is already listed on the website. If you want to see how those matchups have started playing out. After the show tonight, I'm going to finish up the round 1 matchup. So all 32 round 1 matchups will have winners by the end of the day. If you've been following along, checking in how your brackets have done, blast off in the comments if you've checked any of the victories yet. How's your bracket doing so far? Anybody busted? Anybody feeling pretty good going forward? There's there's been a couple pretty big upsets. There's been a few obvious winners, but it's been a lot of fun. So
yeah, I peeked before we went live. I saw that Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz went through.
Yep. Green Lanterns got their one. Was that your big?
Not ultimately, but
you felt good from round one. They would pull it out. Honestly, that was a tough matchup.
Sometimes you
Power Man and Iron Fist.
And not your head.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, no, awesome. I will say this. I told you on Tuesday we would announce both the winner of the tournament as well as the one of you that submitted a bracket. We had a couple dozen come in. Not a single bracket submitted with the winner.
Oh, wow.
Just bust everybody's bracket, not now. Jeez. Not a single person picked the correct grand champion, ultimate champion. Which, on the one hand, you got that wrong. But on the other hand, every other person in the bracket pool also got it wrong. So honestly, pretty wide open field. I haven't finished scoring them all yet. So should be good. All right. And on that note, speaking of scoring... Adventure Comics, issue 438, The Wrath and Judgment of God himself, the Spectre. This is such an incredible book. This is when Jim Aparo takes over and just really redefines the character for the modern era. These stories are a lot more in line with kind of the 1950s and horror comics with a lot of just really dark and grotesque stuff, as much as they could get away with the comics code in the 1970s. Really cool. It's just $8. It's in fine condition. If you've ever wanted to get into the Spectre, if you're a Spectre fan, if you like Jim Aparo artwork, there's so many great reasons to pick up this book. It is just $8 and it's going under A for 8.
Yeah.
And also for Adventure Comics. But
welcome, Jamie, another new viewer.
Welcome, Jamie.
Hey, Matthew.
Do I need to do my whole song and dance, or you think Jamie's going to be able to pick it up?
Jamie, let us know if you have any questions and have a claim. We'll go over everything again if we need to. Daniel says, I struggled a little with Wonder Woman and Steve versus Conan and Red Sonja, but he ended up picking Wonder Woman in the end.
I mean, it's hard to bet against Wonder Woman. Honestly, I don't know exactly how they pulled it out. That was the biggest upset of round one. Red Sonja, Conan the Barbarian beat Wonder Woman. Sometimes that's the madness. It's the madness.
John Thurber's going to take Adventure on A.
Excellent. Going down on B, we got some Silver Age Black Hawk, issue 217. This book's in very good condition. Super fun. Again, another Silver Age book for just $6. If you like Silver Age DC Comics, especially some of the more unique stories, like their non-superhero books are kind of all over the place. Blackhawk, a really fun mashup of sort of the classic military group, but in more of an adventure superhero type scenario. And that's $6 under B for Blackhawk, obviously. And what is perhaps one of the single most ironic comic books ever published. Captain America goes to war against drugs. Yes, that's right. The young lad that signed up was willing to do literally anything to make it into the army, undergoing a number of physical trials, and then receiving the super soldier serum, is here to tell you why you shouldn't take any physical enhancing drugs, because they might have negative side effects. I guess if you know what the negative side effects are ahead of time, it makes it a lot easier to say no. If you're just like, it's an experiment, sign me up, let's go. Anyways, that one's $4 if you want to read all about it. It's written by Peter David, which is actually pretty cool.
Gonna take it?
You got it.
Robert says he got that at school from a cop as a kid.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Jeffrey says I had the Rogue Gambit with the upset, but that didn't work out for me.
Honestly, that was a tough one, man. That was a tough matchup. It's a really great matchup, too. And, that one really could have gone either way. Going up with Daredevil, issue 191, who's in the tournament with Electra there. Another titillating first round matchup we had. That one going to be just $4. This is going to be a lower grade copy, a great reader copy towards the end of that Frank Miller run, which we had, of course, the complete setup for $1,000 on Saturday. If you're trying to piece together a more budget version of that run, or just pick up some of the issues, find out maybe why somebody paid $1,000 to get that. $4 gets you right here.
Nathan says, if it means I can get with Peggy Carter, I'll dare to take all the experimental drugs offered.
You know, when you put it like that, it does not sound even remotely crazy. Like, I just immediately understand it. Going down on E, we've got the World's Fine East, issue number 230. This is a really cool double size issue. You got the sons of Batman and Robin, or of Batman and Superman, who coincidentally, not these versions of them, but actually one of our dynamic duos in the tournament as well. You get an Aquaman story. You get a Deadman story. We had some people asking for Deadman last week. Just $4 for that.
Willie T is taking Daredevil on D.
You've got it, Willie.
DDD.
Going down on F, because it looks like we're all in the mood for some Cap. This has got a Marvel double feature, issue number 18. It is a reprint of Tales of Suspense, issue number 94, being the first appearance of MODOK, the mental organism designed only for killing, who, of course, is headlining his very own Hulu show starring Patton Oswalt. That one's going to be just $6 going down on F.
The share prize is Moon Knight number 14, the 1 in 25 from the 2016 Lemire run. William Foxworth is taking World's Finest on E.
Excellent. Special. Going down on G, we've got DC Special issue number 17. A huge oversized issue with all Green Lantern stories. You get 4 different Silver Age Green Lantern spectaculars. It's just $5, very good condition. And that one is down on G.
For Green Lantern.
For Gal Jordan. No, it's a different character. Go H for House of Secrets, issue number 15. Another great reader copy. 3 thrilling tales in this series. Got a couple of officers of the law squaring off against a zombie, which I can't end too horribly. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
That one's going to be just $4.
Any Phantom Stranger, Carol Danvers, any Milestone tonight?
No Phantom Stranger. There might be 1 or 2 carols left over from Tuesday. I don't know what Sienna got to or not. And I don't think I have any Milestone. But what I do have is Slapstick. Because tomorrow is, of course, going to be April Fool's Day, April the 1st. So you kind of goof it up a little bit. You get issues 1 and 2 together. First print main cover, going to be just $4. A little 2-for-1 special.
Request for Harley Quinn or Joker.
There's just not a ton of Harley Quinn. I know this is going to sound really crazy. Both of those characters are very popular. And, like, they just people don't give them up all that often.
Plus, we have the Batman show not too long
And we did have that Batman show. We sold, like, all the Harley Quinn we've got.
A lot.
Going down on A, we've got Avengers 267. This issue is, of course, going to feature the first appearance of the Council of Kangs, a big plot point in the kind of Kang mythos. A lot of people pointing to it as the inspiration for the background of the Loki story and going into Multiverse of Madness, kind of the big connecting story that's going throughout Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This copy is just $24. Speaking of the interconnected Marvel Universe, this is, I think, going to be a little bit of fun. I know how much you all love mysteries and surprises. This is our Marvel Mystery Bundle. You got 2 posters in here. We're selling it for just $2. I do believe that these were both on display at some point in the past at one of your favorite Ultimate Comics locations. They're both going to be, again, for Marvel Comics series that have come out at some point in the last 18 years. And they could both be yours for just $2.
Robert claims the Avengers on A.
Sounds good.
Brandon's coming in for those posters on C.
Awesome. Going up on D, we've got the Spider-Man family. This is the Spider Clan special. It's a one-shot issue with all your favorite Spider persons. You've got Spider-Man the black costume. You've got the Spider Clan, kind of the manga verse. You've got Spider-Man 2099 in here, and of course, classic original Spider-Man 616, 104-page oversized one-shots. Creators on this, you got C.B. Cebulski doing a story with Scotty Young, Peter David, Enrique Leonardi, Roger Stern with Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends, and Jill Thompson doing the 4th story. And they're really, really cool, really strong creative teams on all 4 stories. I'm going to be just $16 and is in near mint condition.
Terry's taking that Spider-Man family on D.
Sounds good. Speaking of the superhero families, we've got Wonder Woman issue 290. The sensational all-new Wonder Woman on just $8 in fine condition. Captain Wonder with like the Wonder Woman-esque costume. If I'm being honest, I kind of feel like I need to make a Captain Wonder costume now. It's got like the full tights, the same boots. Yeah, pretty good look. Pretty good look.
Do it.
$8 on there.
Rock that for like 4th of July or something.
Oh my gosh.
Please.
Nobody's gonna tune in for that show, and if they do, they're tuning out right away. Here is really hard to find, low print run book. This is from Tom King's Omega Men, issue number 2. This is one of his first big superhero stories. Didn't get nearly the traction that Mr. Miracle or Strange Adventures or any of the stuff that he's done since has gotten. Issue number 2, this is the 1 in 25 Toby Cypress variant. The cheapest copy anywhere online was $50. Our copy's got a little bit of a creasing in the corner and on the back cover, so I've got it just half that price, just $25. If you like Tom King, if you love this gorgeous Toby Cypress artwork, isn't that awesome? Yeah, if you're collecting those hard to find variants, or if you just love the Omega Men, a lot of good reasons to pick this sucker up. $25.
Robert asks, was there any problems when Wonder Man came out in Marvel with that same name?
As Wonder Man or as Captain Wonder? Because, I believe Captain Wonder Man would have been created. He first appears in Avengers number 9, so he was out well before Captain Wonder. I doubt, because the character is so like visually and just distinctly different from Wonder Woman, I doubt there was much contention amongst Marvel and DC at that point.
Would you do Wonder Woman on E for $5 for Eddie Page?
Yeah, let's do it. We've got Marvel Tales issue 100 and one's gonna have to go down on E. Marvel Tales 146. It is, of course, reprinting Amazing Spider-Man issue number 9. Speaking of those big Silver Age issue number 9's in their first appearances. It's going to be the first appearance of Electro. Just $4 if you want to read that Stan Lee, Steve Ditko adventure.
Jen says, you make a Captain Wonder cosplay, and I'll make a Wonder Woman cosplay for the next NC Comic Con.
Oh boy. It's on, I guess.
Yeah, now you're locked in.
Now I'm locked in because Jen said she'd do it with me. I can't let her down. Spoilers.
Ralph's picking up that Spider-Man on E.
Excellent. This is pretty cool in the late 90s. Marvel figuring out a way to really engage readers with maybe a new series that they hadn't picked up before. They were doing these split annuals with their biggest and best titles. Silver Surfer and the Mighty Thor, shared annual from 1998. Very fine to near mint condition. That one going to be just $10. Perfect book if you love those super powered badasses. Of course, Silver Surfer, Thor. You know you're going to get just a cosmic level, super cool story. $10 there. Got some Spider-Woman in the house. Just went from one spider to another. Spider-Woman issue number 44 from her original ongoing series. Fine condition. Just $5.
Will you do A for 7? You have it at 10 for Ralph.
Yeah, why not? We've got this is such an incredibly cool book. Just the entire aesthetic is bonkers. This is going to be Space Riders issue number 1 from Black Mask Comics. It is the 3rd printing variant. This is an homage to some classic 1970s Jim Steranko artwork. That one's going to be just $4. If you've never read Space Riders before and you really like that kind of over-the-top psychedelic sci-fi kind of heavy metal vibes, just $4. Gonna get you that first issue.
Terry coming in first for E.
You got it. Going up on A, this is a pretty fun find that I just happened upon earlier today. Adventures of the Planet of the Apes, issues 1, 2, and 3 from Marvel Comics. All 3 issues are going to be fine to very fine condition, so real nice mid to high grade copies. Of course, furthering the adventures of the Planet of the Apes characters franchise. All 3 issues together going to be just $40. I looked them all up. They were all in that $15 to $20 range, so seemed like kind of a good little midpoint there.
Bundle sort of deal there.
People love bundles, I always say.
Barry, can you confirm? Are you because E's been claimed? Is that just a later comment, or are you claiming the book that went up on A? Just please remember to be specific, so I kind of know what.
I'll leave that E open for a minute so we can.
Eddie Page is taking Spider-Woman on D.
Sounds good. Swap out for the Metal Men. I love Silver Age Metal Men. This one's going to be issue number 43. That sucker is going to be just $8. This is a really nice Silver Age comic. It is in very fine condition. There's some like edge wear and some spine wear, but like the overall look of this book is gorgeous. Those yellows, no major color breaks or creasing outside of those edges. Just $8. $8.
All right.
8 clams.
8 clams. A couple offers for you.
Yeah, what you got?
Would you do Planet of the Apes for $35? You have it at $40.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. That's for Christopher Prevett.
You got it, Chris.
Would you do H for 2 for Willie T?
Yeah, I will.
Sweet.
And then found a couple of these. Y'all always ask for more graded books, so we found some that don't need to be hoarded for anything in particular. This one, absolutely gorgeous J. Lee variant cover. Power of the Dark Crystal, the classic Jim Henson property. It's going to be the Virgin variant that really demonstrates the duality of the Skeksis and the elf people whose names are escaping me at the moment.
Yeah, now I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I know. I could have told you if I weren't live on camera. I'm sure somebody's just going to put it in the comments, make me feel silly.
I know, right?
But just $50. CGC graded at a 9.8. You send something to CGC, get it fast, passed, and pressed. It's going to cost you more than $50 alone, much less being able to get just right off the bat guaranteed grade and
Gelflings. Kyle Mears got
yes,
us. Thank you.
Gelflings. I should have known Kyle would know. Thank you, Kyle. I should have just texted you before I put the book up.
Terry's taking that slap on D.
You got it, Terry.
And then David Fitz is taking Metalman on B.
You got it. Going up on H. I feel like one of the most underappreciated books in terms of Marvel key issues. This is Hawkeye issue number 1. Now, this is a lower grade copy, which is obviously part of the reason it's so affordable. It's going to be in very good condition. It's just $4. This is the first ever self-titled Hawkeye solo series. So that's going to be $4 if you've ever been a big Hawkeye fan. He's obviously one of the characters, been a mainstay of the Avengers since issue number 14, or issue number 16. 14, 16? 16, man, one of those nights. Obviously, they put him as one of the founding Avengers in the movie, and just wrapped up his very own live-action solo live-action series on Disney. So just $4 to pick up that sucker.
Michelle Sellers is taking a Hawkeye.
You've got it. I've got 2 of those. If anyone else wants one. Speaking of live-action series,
Ralph's taking the other one.
we, of course, have had a lot of requests to get more Star Wars, and while I have a lot of the bigger books that we're holding on to, I don't need to hold on to every single copy of every single Star Wars books I come across. So we've got Star Wars from the original series. This is issue number 76. This copy in very good condition, also just $4.
David Fitz is taking a Green Lantern on G.
You've got it, David.
Jason Brody is taking Star Wars on D.
Star Wars on D. Did you already grab the other? Yeah, we had 2 of those. If anyone else wants one, just $5.
Would you do C for 18? You would at 25. It's Omega Men.
Yeah, we'll do 18. Got some more lower grade. Although, if I'm being honest, this is one of my favorite covers of the series. You're looking at like a very good copy on Justice League of America, issue 170. And what sells it is Batman on that crazy space bicycle with that bat like spacesuit that still has the yellow bat logo. And he's got the dome helmet, so he could still have his bat ears on.
I love that.
So great, so great. $4. The rest of the Justice League, emerging from the sun, no need for any space gear. They're all fine. Superman, Wonder Woman, that makes sense. Green Arrow, just totally good. No big problems. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Going down on B. For the brown costume, making its debut in X-Men, the first time we get to see Wolverine in that iconic suit. This is going to be Uncanny X-Men issue 139. As if that weren't a big enough reason to buy this major key issue, it's also the issue that Kitty Pryde officially joins the X-Men after being introduced just 10 issues previous. And if that still weren't enough to push you over the edge to pick up this copy, it's also the first appearance of Heather Hudson, who goes on to become Vindicator and later Guardian
Ralph's
in
taking
Alpha
X-Men on
Flight.
B. And yeah, Robert, someone claims that Metalman on B, before I got a chance to get to your question about what it was, I just didn't interrupt Tarny while he was talking about a different book. but that one has been.
I may or may not have another Metalman in here if y'all. That's what everybody's going for tonight. I see no reason.
Yeah.
Not to.
I
Got
remember there being some more.
some Silver Age Superman, issue 209. I was poring over this book. It looks so nice. I was like, is this book like fine? Is it very fine condition? Is it even better? No, it is just very good because there is some unfortunate damage to the back cover in regards to water damage. However, it's going to be the nicest looking copy of Superman 209 that you will ever be able to get for just $8. The sensational, the timid, cowardly reporter Clark Kent, the monster. Yeah, that's right. One of those fun Clark Superman stories. That one going to be $8.
Yeah, I was eyeing that one as I put it away.
You're like, how?
Yeah.
How? And then you saw my little note that reminded me to let the people know.
I think there's some G.I. Joe in the boxes.
There are a couple G.I. Joes.
We've definitely got some Frank. We've had some Frank Miller. We'll have the slab later on the show.
Yep. We've got Weird War Stories, issue number 115, featuring the Creature Commandos and G.I. Robot, the team up that you've all been clamoring for. If I'm being honest, they were probably number 65 on my list of contestants. That one, it says it's an H condition, HI, I'm presuming high grade. Yeah, pretty nice copy. You're looking at like a very fine near mint on this sucker, just $5.
Rick Walker's taking that Green Lantern on G.
You've got it.
Would you do JLA on A for 2? You have it at 4 for Jason Rhodey.
Yeah, I will. It's a real fun reader copy. All right, because you demanded it. Some little novels, some of the IDW G.I. Joe. This is a super cool cover. This is the first one in their series of action figure variants. It was Cobra World Order Part 1. Starting that story off, it is the Adam Riches action figure variant featuring none other than the G.I. Joe's signature ninja assassin, most popular character, Snake Eyes. It's of course got that really cool painted artwork like the original 1980s G.I. Joe action figures. So it's sort of the best of both worlds, the action figures and comics, everybody's favorite versions of G.I. Joes, because it was the first one in the series, because it was the first part of the story arc, and because it's obviously the most popular character in the entire G.I. Joe franchise. It is the hardest one to get, the most collectible variant of the set. And we've got it for just $35 in near mint condition.
Would you do F for 4? You have it at 6 for Rick Walker, the Marvel double feature.
Let's do it. Going up on A, we've got Adventure Comics 382 in very good condition. Would probably be closer to a fine, but there's a bit of a spine roll on there. Really good Superman, Supergirl story. If you're looking for more Supergirl comics or some of the Supermans, or you like seeing them together, obviously a lot of double features in that Adventure Comics. Again, just $8, very good condition. Yeah, got some Winter Guard action coming at you with ROM Space Knight issue number 45. Nicer copy, very fine condition. ROM versus the Winter Guard, just $4. Going down on E, how about some classic Twilight Zone from Gold Key Comics? These are super cool because rather than being an adaptation of the show, each comic is honestly like 2 full episodes of the Twilight Zone show,
Really?
with a lot more in-depth sort of artwork. Your special effects budget in a comic is going to be significantly more open than for them to produce a live-action TV show. So a lot of really cool stories you can get in these. Issue number 18, good condition. Again, I think these were like all over the place with the kind of $40 being for lower grade copies online, but wanted to make it a little bit more accessible. Just $10 for any of our Twilight Zone fans tuning in tonight.
Chris St. George is picking it up.
You got it.
Marathoning some early Twilight Zone.
Oh man,
a few months ago.
You know what's crazy is how well so many of them hold up too. Like even with how much has changed, like societally and technologically, like the stories are just so compelling and so based in just like humanism.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Going down on F, have a little Flash action, real nice Silver Age Flash, issue number 165. It's gonna be in fine plus condition. Get a little bit of a wedding scare with the Flash busting in on Barry Allen's wedding. What? How could that be? Well, you can find out for just $36 if you're collecting some nicer Flash comics. Some Power Man and Iron Fist and Daredevil crossing over with the Heroes for Hire. This is going to be issue number 77. It is in fine condition. If you want to see the first big team up before they make their live action on screen debut together in the Defenders, which of course happened decades after this comic came out. That one's down on E. I suppose I could have put that on H for Heroes for Hire, but I didn't. I'll instead put a different tandem up there. How about Superman and Vixen? And DC Comics presents issue number 68. Just $4, fine condition. Of course, Vixen makes her debut in Action Comics with Superman, so not the first time the two teamed up. There's going to be some minor writing on the barcode and on the price up at the top, almost certainly from the original retailer that had it on the newsstand, marking it out to denote that it was probably less expensive than the original price point suggested.
Jeffrey's taking H.
You got it. And I actually have two of those if anyone else wants one. One for my Superman fans and one for my Vixen fans. Going down on I, another underrated key issue. It's going to be Iron Man, issue 173. It's going to be in fine condition. It's just $4. But what makes this such a huge key issue, I'm calling my shot right now. This character is going to make their live action MCU debut during Armor Wars. It is the first Roberta Rhodes, mother of one Captain James Rhodes. Good old Rhodey War Machine. It's his mama.
Okay.
Get first appearance of Rhodey's mom right here, just $4. That's exactly the kind of key issue that I think everybody should be just jumping all over to nab.
Dave Kirkby is taking I.
I knew somebody was going to go for that one.
He first tried to claim O, but we haven't quite made it there yet.
Not yet. We get a bigger studio, spread out a little bit more. We'll get all the way through A through Z.
Would you do F for 26? You have it at 36 for Franz.
36. Let me go. 28. I'll come down 8 if you want to come up 2. Just gonna get $2 extra.
Franz, let us know if that works for you. And then what is the issue number on E?
E is issue number, I think it was 68.
That is H.
Yeah, 60. Oh, what was the number on G?
On E.
E? So many questions. Issue number 77. That's okay. They're all my questions for not understanding your one question that you asked.
Franz says 28 works.
You got it, Franz.
Would you do G for 28? Give it 35 for Wayne.
I will. I'll take that down to 28, and I do have 2 copies. So if anyone else wants one, it is now $28. And that is a heck of a bargain.
For real, yeah. Paul says, nice shirt, Tarn.
Thank you. I bought this a long time ago.
And Jason Rohde, in reference to that Iron Man issue, said, what? My mom?
Maybe? Are you siblings with?
I don't know if first names is how that works, but, you know, maybe.
Going up on A, Aquaman, issue number 24. Got a little Aquaman Mara action on there. I believe their first round matchup hasn't played out yet. I think they're in that last little quadrant that you'll get after the show tonight. This book is in good condition from his original Silver Age series, just $12.
Jeffrey is claiming E, and would you do 4 on C? You have it at 5 for Keith.
Jeffrey is claiming E. And what was the next question?
Would you do 4 on C? You have it at 5.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Sweet.
So we're gonna go C4 claws. Well, we got a lot of Wolverine fans coming out here. This is the first year of the most recent ongoing Wolverine series, issues 1 through 12. They're all first print. They're all near mint condition. Issues 2 through 12 are all the main cover, with issue number 1 being that ridiculously cool Chip Kid designed die cut cover, which is just like got the huge slashes over the X. You're going to get the first appearance of the Pale Girl. You're going to get the first appearance of Luis, the Vampire Hunter. You're going to get the first Solemn, the first Legacy House. All of those in near mint condition. All 12 issues together for just $50.
Yeah, knocked myself over like twice.
Careful. Got a minefield back there.
Would you do C, that Wolverine set for 40? You have it at 50 for Chris.
Let me give it a minute just because it's such a cool set. If no one else wants to make me another offer on it, I'll do 40. I'll give it a minute if anybody wants to claim it outright at 50 or make another offer. Just because it's a pretty good set. It's a really great story. Benjamin Percy really knocking it out of the park. Like half the issues in the first 12 of are all on Key Collector already. It's got Adam Kubert, I think, doing the artwork. Obviously, the Kuberts, just phenomenal Wolverine artists. Going down on ELO Wonder Woman action. Wonder Woman 289. Wonder Woman riding a dragon. Doesn't get any cooler than that. A dragon stalks the street. If you did need somehow for this book to be any cooler, you do get the Huntress backup story. This particular one featuring none other than the Earth 2 version of Robin, the Boy Wonder. Both of those features together in fine condition for just $8. Another one of those books that's going to have some minor water damage on the back cover, making it significantly more affordable than the copy would otherwise present as. This one, it's real minor. It's like I could barely even notice that it was there, just on like the very bottom corner.
Wonder Woman.
You've got it, Jen?
We got a couple offers for you.
Yeah, what you got?
We got Aquaman on A. Would you do it for 8?
Yeah, I'll do 8.
And then I got 2 more offers on C. One was
Well,
Chris upping his
Okay.
previous offer, and then right afterwards, I got a higher offer in.
Well, I would rather hear what the higher offer is.
Well, Chris just upped that offer.
Well, what are we currently up to?
We're at $49.
At $49. And that's Chris's current offer.
Chris's third offer now.
All right, I'm not gonna fight over you people trying to give me one extra dollar. We can take $49.
All right.
That is a fair offer.
Oh, Jimmy came in with cents, but we don't deal in cents.
No,
It was a valiant
no
effort.
sense at the Ultimate Comics Live show. That's been a hard, fast rule since show number 1. No sense to be had.
That's right.
But if you're looking for some of those really cool Hickman relaunched X-Men titles, we've got Excalibur issue number 1. This is the Mark Bagley Every Mutant Ever variant. He just went through the Marvel stable lineup of every single mutant character that they had and drew them one on each of the issue number 1s that came out from the launch. A lot of cool characters making it to the Excalibur cover. Of course, you got Jubilee right there. You've got Morph, Omega Red, Richter, got Maverick, Toad, Joseph. Like some real deep cuts on here. Mastermind, who I feel like for the longest time, one of the most underrated X-Men villains that there is. Only going to be just $5. Let's see open. Y'all been asking for more Frank Miller. Here you go. Captain America issue 241. And what is for sure the lowest grade copy of this book I've ever seen. This book is in fair condition. It is just $10. I don't think we've ever sold a copy of this book on the Ultimate Comics Live show for less than like $30. So this one's going to be a lot more affordable if you're looking to put this book in your collection. It is, of course, that classic Frank Miller cover, Captain America versus the Punisher.
Ralph's taking that.
You got it.
John Thurber's taking G, and Jimmy Lee is taking E.
Sounds good. I have a few of those books on E. If anyone else wants one, that is Excalibur issue number 1, Every Mutant Ever variant, near mint condition, $5. All right, since we're in the mood for some sets, it seems like, let me go ahead and grab my first big set of the night, one that I was incredibly excited about. We're going to put this one up under A for Azzarello. It is the complete 12-issue Brian Azzarello, Jim Lee for Tomorrow story. It is, of course, the big follow-up from Jim Lee at DC Comics after Batman Hush. It is that full year story. Jim Lee doing full covers and interiors. The issue 204 is a complementing cover to the 608 that he did for his first issue on Batman. I mean, it's every single issue, first print, main cover, near mint condition. Absolutely gorgeous. Super cool story. You got Batman in there. You got Wonder Woman, of course. If you like Jim Lee, if you like Superman, if you like Brian Azzarello, if you like, I mean, just kind of these really cool, big, complete story sets, all 12 issues together, just $50.
Franz and Willie, I got both of you guys down for an Excalibur Every Mutant Ever.
Excellent. Yeah, and we had a few of them. I think we should have one or two left if anyone else wants one.
Yeah. Still good if anybody wants to pick up a copy.
Going down on C, got Justice League International, issue number 16 with Fire and Ice, hanging out with the super spy, Bruce Wayne. If you want to get some of that bat action coming at you, just $4. We had like 4 or 5 Justice League International books on the dynamic duo show between Booster Gold and Fire and Ice, both being in the tournament, as well as Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, and they all got snapped up pretty fast. So guess y'all are trying to fill in those Keith Giffen Justice League books. I'm here for you. I've got it. Message received.
Plus, if you guys are reading the current Batman, the arc they just finished deals with Justice League Internet, or sorry, Batman Inc. So if you're looking for something that's it's more of that stuff.
In the style,
Yeah.
I call it. We'll go all the way down to I for the Incredible Hulk, issue 220. It's going to be very fine condition. $8. No, I got a lot of fans of the Jade Giant.
What is the Superman series on A?
That is going to be the complete For Tomorrow story arc. It's issues 204 through 215. It is a 12-issue story, which is written by Brian Azzarello with covers and full interiors by Jim Lee. It is the second story that Jim Lee did at DC Comics after leaving Image for DC as the big Jim Lee follow-up to Batman Hush. This is their sort of their bookend stories, so to speak.
Terry, the Jim Lee book is a set on A.
Yeah, it is. It is 12 issues.
Yeah, so let us know if you are claiming that. But yeah, it is more than one book. Black Magic has not gone up yet.
Not yet.
What is on I? That is Hulk 220. And Terry is picking up that Superman set on A.
Excellent. Going down on F, we've got Walking Dead, issue number 45. It's going to be first print, main cover, near mint condition, just $12. Got some Bronze Age Superman, Action Comics 433, down on A. I love that he's using the invisible people with his infrared vision. You get a lot with the telescopic vision, you get a lot with the X-ray vision, you get a lot with the heat vision, but the infrared vision, a lot of people forget. Superman can see the entire spectrum of colors, like one of those little shrimp guys, but cooler. This is one of his little known superpowers. He's just got so many, it's hard to keep track of them all. Just $4.
George picked up that Walking Dead on F.
Sounds good.
Run double check something real quick.
We've got Strange Adventures, issue 239. The Amazing Trial of John, Gorilla Doe. Doug. Of course, Adam Strange versus a gorilla and the legal battle to end all legal battles. That one's going to be just $5. Very good to fine condition, real solid mid-grade copy.
E is Excalibur #1, the Every Mutant
Every Mutant Ever.
And then, Dan, we don't have the Ghost Rider 2 Momoko variant tonight. We do new books typically only on the Tuesday show.
Were you just searching to see if we had one hiding somewhere?
Yeah, Carrie hasn't picked up the Tuesday books yet, so I was like, maybe we have one.
Maybe.
But unfortunately not. But if you message us, we can check with the stores tomorrow, see if they have a copy.
Going down on F, because you know I love alliteration. The Jack Kirby Classic. That's right. The Forever People. It's going to be Forever People, issue number 5. You get a bonus. Sandman Eats. That's a totally different comic.
Yeah.
Sandman meets the Evil Carnival Gang. Nicer copy right here. Going to be in fine to very fine condition for just $16 for all our big Bronze Age Kirby collectors. I'll tell you what, since you demanded it, since we're talking about Jack King Kirby. Going down on B, we've got Black Magic issue number 21. This is going to be volume 3, number 3. Also, the Golden Age numbering was really weird for publishing reasons. This is such an incredibly cool book. It has a Joe Simon, Jack Kirby pre-code 1953 horror story. Obviously, the duo well known as being co-creators of Captain America and their contributions to superhero and adventure comics. Jack Kirby, of course, did a lot of the kind of Silver Age horror comics from Marvel, which are going to be a lot more based on the big kind of kaiju monster stories that he did with Stan Lee a lot. This is really the only introduction he has in that pre-code, like real dark, gritty horror stories. This book is going to be in good to very good condition, and it is just $90.
Hey Ron, welcome to the show. Yeah, no worries, Dan. Again, if you message us, we can check with the stores tomorrow, because odds are I will not remember if you
right. Shoot us a message. We lose a lot of information throughout the show. Going down on C, from one classic to another. This is going to be Classics Illustrated issue number 81, featuring the Odyssey, one of the most classic stories that we have, coming from the Homeric era of ancient Greek mythology. The reason we know almost anything about ancient Greek mythology, because a lot of these tales. This is going to be the third printing of this story, which came out, I believe, in 1966. It is one of the lowest printed Classics Illustrated stories for whatever reason. There's only the 3 printings and then a much later 4th printing. That's it. There's literally one copy of this book anywhere online for sale. For whatever reason, maybe it's just because it's such a popular story. Maybe it's because the artwork's so cool. Maybe it's because it's something that people have to read, like for school a lot of times or something. I don't know. It was really cool. It was one of my favorite stories when I was a kid and I got like really into mythology. I read the Homeric stories. It's in very good condition. It is just $12.
Get like a Cliff Notes with pictures.
Which is way better. Yeah, way better.
What is on G? It's the Strange Adventures.
This is Strange Adventures issue number 239. $5.
Terry's claiming that Odyssey on C.
You've got it, Terry.
Hey, Steven, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
And Bobby has a personal question for you.
I'll answer if I can on air.
Oh, it's not invasive.
Not that personal. Okay. What do you got? What do you got?
Tarny, I remember you saying you had the complete run of Fantastic Four.
I do.
How long did it take you to complete that?
I mean, depending on how you look at it, because I started just reading them without the intention of getting all of them in 2003, 2004, somewhere around there. It was with the Mark Waid, Mike Waringo era, and I just loved it. Around the same time, the Marvel Knights line had just come out with MK4, which was written by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, with artwork by Steve McNiven, before Steve McNiven was like a big deal. This was right before Civil War came out, right before Old Man Logan came out, and it was stunning, the artwork in that book, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Immediately became a huge Fantastic Four fan. But even then, just like really enjoyed all the new issues, had no intention of buying back issues for it. And it was actually at NC Comic-Con. We had just closed down the 9th Street location of Ultimate Comics, and we were blowing out the back issues at North Carolina Comic-Con, and Alan was just like, we're going to do them all as dollar books. Just all the, after, you do all the so many sales, it's buy one, get one free, then it's half off, then it's 75% off, and then he was like, they're all dollar books. And then I was like, there's 30 years of Fantastic Four in these back issues, and I just bought every single copy we had, And then I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fill the rest of these in just one at a time. From that point to me completing the set was maybe 8 years, give or take. Sorry, making me really think about it. And honestly, the only reason I was able to do it, sorry, y'all got me. This is one of my favorite stories. We had this super nice older lady who her husband's uncle had passed away, and they were taking weekend trips and just coming back every single weekend from his old house with just boxes and boxes and boxes. And he had just full runs. It was the best summer in Ultimate Comics history. Wow. She brought in a full set of the Avengers. She brought in a full set of Amazing Spider-Man. She brought in a full set of Journey into Mystery and the Mighty Thor. She brought in a full set of the Incredible Hulk from 102. Just crazy good comics, ridiculously good. And when the Fantastic Four came in, it was like right around my birthday, and we had just it was later in after we had already sold a lot of these comics already. And every Tuesday, she would come in, and me and Alan would sit down on the floor with her and go through every single box and tell her what things were and give her a lot of money.
Bet.
It was totally worth it though, because it's honestly, if you count that all as one collection, hands down the best collection Ultimate Comics has ever seen. And it was a beat up copy of FF #1, and I was just like, all right, man, let's make a deal. What's it gonna be? And came up with just a ridiculous good deal. I'm embarrassed to say out loud on the show. You all would get mad at me if you knew how much Alan used to like me. But that was obviously the hardest one to get in the set, and for a number of reasons, it still is very special to me.
That's awesome.
Anyways, back to you being able to buy comics. You can fill in all of your favorite runs. If you're looking to pick up some Defenders, this is going to be issue number 106. Nicer copy, very fine plus condition, just $4. I love this Defenders team. Doctor Strange, Beast, Daredevil, and Hellstrom, Son of Satan. That is a bonkers superhero team. They're mixing it up with Captain America in here. Valkyrie, of course, Gargoyle on the team. You've got Patsy Walker, Hellcat. Really cool lineup in a lot of these Defenders books. Just $4.
I got a couple offers for you.
Yeah, what you got?
Meanwhile, you've also got a lot of compliments on your story.
Thank you.
Great story, very cool, great era. Would you do G for 3? You have it at 5?
Yeah, let's do it.
Would you do Black Magic on B for 60? You have it at 90.
I'll split the difference and take it to 75.
All right. James, let us know if 75 works for you. I can promise you that Tarny has got some Fantastic Four shirts.
I do.
You want to tell him your favorite villain? That was the next question.
Oh, I mean, undisputably, it's Dr. Doom.
Yeah, I didn't want to take that from you.
Yeah, thank you. He's honestly one of the single best characters ever created in any medium of all time, and very much so deserving of that spot in my heart, and in the pantheon of villainy. And it's not even just because I love Fantastic Four so much, and he's just their villain. He's just that good of a character.
Yeah, I mean he's just that compelling.
He's that good. Yeah. There's a reason that when they did a Spider-Man cartoon, his biggest villain is Dr. Doom and not the Green Goblin. They know, and I can't wait to see him finally being the best bad guy in the movies.
Yes.
It's about time. Speaking of some characters that I feel like have never gotten their proper treatment in the live action universe, how about a little Jimmy Olsen? The Silver Age Jimmy Olsen series are ridiculous. They're bonkers. They're so much fun. The only other kind of version we've gotten of this Jimmy Olsen outside of the Silver Age is really the Matt Fraction series that came out a couple years ago. That one's going to be just $6 for Jimmy Olsen 121. There's absolutely no way they will ever make a Jimmy Olsen movie that is even remotely as fun as the Jimmy Olsen comics. The best we could ever hope for, I'm thinking, is going to be like an HBO animated series, kind of like Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Would be like the same vibe as like what a Jimmy Olsen show could be. Jimmy Olsen, the Harley Quinn of the Silver Age.
There you go. Yeah.
That's how I sell Jimmy Olsen from now on.
Will Rose is taking Defenders.
You've got it, Will.
James is passing on that Black Magic.
All right. Well, if anyone else wants one, it is $75.
Christian says, except in Latveria, Doctor Doom is a hero.
That's fair. And honestly, I feel that way myself sometimes, which makes him such a compelling character.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie?
I did. So for obvious reasons, it was not easy to come by throughout most of my life. And again, I was kind of a late bloomer in Fantastic Four just because they didn't have any of like the movies or cartoons. They had a cartoon, but it wasn't as good as like X-Men. Yeah. Coincidentally, I ended up watching it the day that Stan Lee died. That was my thing. That I was like, I'm gonna look it up. Found it on, I think it was just on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, and watched it. And if I'm being honest, probably my second favorite Fantastic Four movie. Like, it's pretty fun. It's goofy and super low budget, but like the costumes are awesome. And it's just like, again, you're watching a comic book movie because you love comic books. Like, I want the bright, flashy costumes. I want the ridiculous, over-the-top dialogue and the monologues. And yeah, all of it. Roger Corman was the person to bring it to us. Speaking of over-the-top, ridiculous live-action adaptations, you all know how much I just adore this live-action iterations of these characters. We got some Doom Patrol issue number 108. I don't think I have gone a month without talking about how much I love the Doom Patrol.
Christopher Bett's taking it.
You've got it. Just love of all the adaptations that they could have gone with. They were like, you know what, people might actually get into Doom Patrol, and thank goodness. Speaking of some people breathing life into the Doom Patrol, got to get our token Grant Morrison book up of the night. They're one of the best writers in comics history, bar none. This is going to be the new 52 Action Comics issue number 1, the huge relaunch. This book taking place kind of 5 years before the now era of Action Comics, going back, telling the earliest adventures of Superboy in Metropolis after he first shows up for Superman. He's got the blue jeans and the t-shirt look, really finding his footing, figuring out his powers in a story that really only Grant Morrison could bring us. It has phenomenal artwork by Rags Morales, and it's just $4. And you get the little Easter egg, the 2 police cars that he's running over, 19 and 38.
Oh.
Which is, of course, the year that the original Action Comics number 1 came out. Which I thought nice little tip of the hat for the history of the character.
Yeah, I love when they do stuff like that.
Yeah. How can you not?
Seriously.
You'd be a monster.
Terry's taking that action on C.
You got it.
And Jen says that she's reading Super Sons right now and likes to that Morrison Bay is named after Grant Morrison.
Yes.
Yeah, I just finished reading some of the Grant Morrison, Mark Millar Flash.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Going up on D, got some Detective Comics, issue 361. Real solid mid-grade copy. Fine, minus condition. Holy steam bath, Batman. Why is Batman hot-footing it away from Robin? Sizzling answer inside. If you're looking for the all the hot box comics that we've got, here you go, $20. Filling in those Silver Age Batmans.
E is Excalibur number 1, Every Mutant Ever variant.
Yeah, Mark Bagley did a series of these for all of the new X-Men launches from the past few years. This one is for Excalibur, and they all kind of connect to make a huge collage.
Yeah, they're really cool too.
Up on C, got some more Captain America. Classic Mike Zeck cover. This book a little bit lower grade, but it is, of course, going to be the big key issue, the breakout hit character of the Captain America and Falcon miniseries on Disney. This is going to be the first appearance of Baron Zemo as Baron Zemo. He shows up as the Phoenix a few issues previous, maybe even like a few years previous. Going to be just $20 if you're a big fan of Dancing Zemo. Want to get your Zemo comic on? $20 for that big first appearance.
Dan, I got you for an Excalibur. We got just 2 more remaining.
Going down on E, we've got Amazing Adventures, little 2-for-1, real nice copy. You got Thor mixing it up with the Inhumans, and a little bonus Black Widow story right here. This book is in very fine to near mint condition. I love this cover with Thor just taking the brunt of that sonic blast from Black Bolt. Only going to be just $32.
I love how it's knocking off his
his hat.
Hair. Yeah.
Whoa.
And those reds and yellows are just gorgeous.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, for a Bronze Age comic, this is the first ever Inhumans self-titled sort of stories, and the first Black Widow stories in there as well, where she wasn't just like in somebody else's book. So pretty cool.
What's the condition on the Black Magic again on B?
It is in good to very good condition. Looking at good condition books, a few things going on in here with Fantastic Four issue 107. This book is in good condition, which is going to make it a pretty rough copy. But it's going to be the first appearance of Janus, the Nega Man. You're going to get the second appearance of Annihilus, fresh off of his debut in Fantastic Four Annual number 6. You're also going to get, for the first time, the Thing able to revert back into good old Ben Grimm, which is a story that they played around with, really ever since the first issue of Fantastic Four. All that for just $16.
I love the stages of transformation.
Yeah, right. The
so
going
cool.
through it. On G, a book that somehow escaped the March Madness special. We've got The Goon, issue number 1. This predates his ongoing series from Dark Horse Comics. This is the first 3-issue series from Albatross Funny Books, the self-published debut. This copy is in very fine minus condition. It has that gorgeous painted cover. It is an ultra low print run. If you're a fan of The Goon, this is one of the hardest books to get. That one is $75.
Joey is claiming C and E.
C and E sounds good. Go down to H for a little Werewolf by Night, issue number 11. This book is in fine plus condition, little solid higher end book. Real early in the Werewolf by Night solo series. It's going to be just $35. It is the first appearance of the Hangman, with the, of course, success of Moon Knight and the upcoming Werewolf by Night project. A lot of people looking into the character of the Hangman. A lot of people, honestly, just picking up any Werewolf by Night right now. They're all ultra low print runs. It was kind of that that riding the line between horror and superhero books. It's just had way lower print runs than like Spider-Man did for the same era. A lot of people really getting into it now, a lot more than they ever were then. Just $35 on that.
It's in fine plus condition.
Yeah, fine plus.
For H. I'm going to make sure I clarify.
Speaking of riding the line between horror and hero, going up on C, got Swamp Thing, issue number 42. This one coming just a few months after the debut of John Constantine in the Alan Moore series of Swamp Thing. That one's going to be just $6. Also in fine plus condition. If you're looking for fine plus condition Bronze Age horror books, we got the night for you all planned out.
You were so close. We had a request for Hellblazer.
I did grab a couple Hellblazers. We'll see when I unearth them.
And would you do H for 30 over at 35? The Werewolf by Night?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so Terry's picking up that Werewolf by Night.
Going over on E, we have Marvel 2-in-1 featuring The Thing. This is Marvel 2-in-1 issue number 83. That one going to be just $4. The Thing mixing it up with Sasquatch, your favorite orange-hued heroes. Little double time on The Thing books right there.
Yeah, so if you guys want to make a combo offer, let us know.
A Marvel 2-in-1 offer, we'll call it.
If you will. Will you do Swamp Thing for 4? You have it at 6 for James.
Sure. Then on H, we've got the big oversized anniversary issue, X-Force issue number 100. Jim Chung artwork, really cool book, just $4, near mint condition. What cannonball blasting off. Really came into his own in that X-Force. After, honestly, I mean, he's a really good character in New Mutants, but like just really developed a lot through X-Force, joined the X-Men, became really his own man.
I like how you had the tonality like you were doing like a performance review. You really
Yeah, it's from years of doing performance reviews at Ultimate Comics. For the book that I was expecting to be worth dramatically more than it was, All-Star Western issue number 1. This is going to be the very first issue for just $15. This is the series that just a few issues down the line will introduce Jonah Hex to the world. They had retitled All-Star Comics as All-Star Western with the later numbering. This is the first ever number 1, kind of similar to the numbering that they did with Doctor Strange. Just $15. Very good condition on that.
All right. Brock is picking up Detective on D.
Sounds good.
Frost taking up Western on C.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was about to say, Matthew, let us know if you still want to claim those 2 books, though, or if you have a different offer. Would you do F and I together for 20?
Yes, I will. Well, the Hulk thing combo.
Yeah.
Good.
One more. Drew's claiming that X-Force on H.
You got it. We've got giant size. The Tarzan family presents Korak. DC Comics and some jungle fantasy. Very fine condition. Really nice Bronze Age comic. Just $12. Then I found a few of these. I absolutely adore these little digest size books. We got Adventure Comics, issue 498. 2 Legion stories in every issue, which kind of buries the lead because in addition to the 2 Legion stories, you also get an Aquaman story, a Plastic Man story, a Sandman story, a Spectre story, and a Shazam story. These things are action packed. There's 100 pages, and they're just bringing you the best of the best of sort of the not incredibly popular DC characters. These are the books that I had when I was a kid that like I was able to find at yard sales. Is the only reason I knew who Shazam was, and the only reason that I had ever read like Plastic Man, and they made me love the Legion of Superheroes. There's some really cool stories in there. This copy is in very fine condition, and it is $12. If you ever want to read just a really good chunk of a good mix of Bronze Age DC or Silver Age DC stories, those are for sure the best way to do it.
Any more slabs or any signed comics tonight?
Yes. And maybe?
I don't remember seeing any, but...
I don't know if we had any signed books tonight, but you never know.
And what was the condition on Black Magic again?
It is in good to very good condition. Got a good condition on World's Finest 194, a little Superman Batman action, where Batman is the leader of the mafia who is exposing Superman's undercover mafia sting operation. They gifting him a kryptonite wreath. That's pretty standard mafia practice. You give somebody a kryptonite wreath just in case they're really Superman pretending to be a mafia boss. There's no better way to test.
Yeah, and it can't be that easy to come across kryptonite too. So I feel like you can't do that too many times.
Well, the trick is there's just one kryptonite wreath you have in your organization. You just put it on the table and be like,
"That's fair."
Are you okay with that? How you feeling? You sweating? You worried? You feel weak? All of a sudden you're just sick? That's a little funny. I can't. Yeah. No, it's probably not the shrimp. Probably not the shrimp. So yeah, that's $4 if you want to find out if it actually is the shrimp. We've got
coming up a couple minutes towards break time here.
Sounds good. Got a good copy on Superboy 164. With what appears to be a Neil Adams cover, some of his earlier work, just $4.
Matthew, I got you on the sheet here, so it looks like everything's good for when we send out invoices on Sunday. Did we throw Harrison a birthday party?
Did we throw Harrison a birthday party? He is off today, or else we probably would have.
We allowed him to spend his birthday with his friends and family.
Yeah, which it's not us.
It's messed up.
I sent him a text message this morning, and I said happy birthday, and I asked what he had going on for his birthday, and so there was that.
Clearly, too much to make a cameo appearance on the Ultimate Comics live show.
For his birthday?
For his birthday, yeah.
No, especially not at nighttime on his birthday.
That's true.
He's got plans. He's got special plans, probably. The Deep Marvel movie special. Is anything worth the terror of the Deep? Of course, you all know and love that classic movie from the 70s. Just $4 if you want to get that comic adaptation. That classic beloved film. Very good to fine condition. Marvel, of course, getting into the big licensed contracts right here after the startling success that they had with Star Wars.
The share prize is Moon Knight.
Yeah, that Moon Knight number 14. You can get it for free. Just go ahead and click share. We're gonna pick one of you random folk who shared this video and give that away.
We have 3 stores in the Triangle. I guess 4 if you count them all. But we have one in Cary, one in Durham, and one in Raleigh.
And one at Crabtree Valley Mall, which is technically in Raleigh, but not the Raleigh store.
We're good.
Okay.
Right now, yeah.
Going down on E, Where Creatures Roam, issue number 2, Bronze Age horror from Marvel Comics. It's only going to be just $4.
Anything else you want to put up?
Go from F with Finest. Yeah, we'll put up one preview book. Fantastic Four, issue 353. This book is in near mint condition. It is the first appearance of one Mobius M. Mobius, played by Owen Wilson in the Loki TV series. It is a fantastic $40. It is going down on F, and we'll be right back.
And the new Ultimate Comics.
At the new Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, we've got comics, toys, collectibles, and gnarly manga.
At Ultimate Comics at the Crabtree Valley Mall, you can come get your Polaroid taken with Alf.
Waka waka.
With so much to see and so much to do at Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, you'll want to bring the whole family. It's the grand opening Friday, November 5th.
We've got a rad feeling about this.
He's a weekend at Bernie's.
One comic, please.
Well, hello there. I'm Will, the official chaplain of Ultimate Comics, and you may be asking, why does Will shop at Ultimate Comics? I'm glad you asked. Well, it was a few years back when I was looking for a new comic store back in the before times, and I was looking for a new comic store. I needed a place where I was going to get my weekly comics and be able to have a place in a community where I process all these stories that mean so much to me. Stumbled upon Ultimate Comics, browsed around, left, a few weeks went by, came back, and guess what? Alan remembered my name. He said, "Hey Will, what do you..."
We are back.
Welcome back. Going down on G next to one another back-to-back preview books. This is going to be, of course, Astonishing Tales issue number 29. It is the representing Marvel Superheroes number 18 for the first ever time, and the first time that they are the solo story as opposed to in the anthology book of the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a real high-grade copy. You're looking at very fine to near mint condition. James Gunn just mentioned, and this is hot off the heels off of the ridiculously good Peacemaker show, that the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special coming out later this year is the single greatest thing that he has ever made in his entire life.
I saw that.
So yeah, everybody get ready to love the Guardians again. We were all entirely enwrapped with them when that first Guardians movie came out, and I think that has held with the kind of ebbs and flows of the live action schedule. It feels like every single week there is something new with live action comic book shows or movies nowadays. So if you want to go ahead and pick up that first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy while we're in one of those ebbs, now is your chance, because I promise you, come
before it's too late.
Come October, it's gonna start flowing again. Someone's on G for Guardians.
Robert, I got you for that goon. Tony accepted your offer of 60.
I just love the goon too much to not share it.
Christian's taking Guardians on G.
You've got it.
Yeah, Will Rose, I saw you claiming some stuff, so I had to play your commercial. Our resident Ulta chaplain.
Yeah, how to let you know that we love you as much as you love us. Got some Silver Age Superboy, issue 144. A little bit nicer condition, fine condition. This one's still one of the 12 centers, with of course another stolen identity. Your costume, Clark. Don't con me. I'm the one and only Superboy. Fine condition, $10. Because you demanded it. We do have some Hellblazer, issue number 115, near mint condition, $4. Taking that one down on H for John Constantine.
What is special about F? I see it a lot of places.
It is the first appearance of Mobius M. Mobius, Owen Wilson's character in Loki. He all starts right here. It's actually his first appearance and his first cover appearance in the corner box right there. Kind of little
awesome.
hidden Easter egg. Yeah. Walt Simonson doing the artwork on that. Absolutely incredible run. They introduced a lot of the TVA stuff throughout this series and in some random issues of Thor. $40.
I love how they made sure to include the clock right behind him. That's
Right?
awesome.
Yeah. Well, like little layers. It's all about layers.
You are a week late for the Miller Daredevil stuff. So close.
Yeah, we had that full set on Saturday. We've had a few Daredevils up tonight. We had a couple Miller Daredevils up tonight. We'll have more on the show throughout, the shows. Especially now that we're not holding on to issues to make a full set.
Rhonda's taking that Hellblazer on H.
You've got it.
We have not shown a Wolverine number 1.
Well, I don't. Well, we have the Wolverine number 1 in the set.
True.
This one up. And speaking of sets, I know, boom, boom, boom. Coming back from that break, we have our big heavy metal lot. Now, this is far from a complete set of heavy metal, as that series has been running for, 50 years or something now. It's ridiculous. But what we do have, this is 21 issues of the heavy metal magazine from 1990.
Dan Grant's taking it.
You got it, Dan.
He's the one that's been waiting for the set all night.
Wait no longer. That it was a moment while I hand off this giant stack of magazines.
Way over here for now.
Right, yeah, deal with that later.
What is on E?
What is on E? That's a great question, to which the answer is, of course. Where Creatures Roam, issue number 2. Bronze Age horror from Marvel Comics, just $4. We got Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, issue number 89, lower grade copy on this one. I have all the random wedding issues from the Silver Age. That was like a crisis every time. This one, Lois Lane marrying Batman, which I'm being honest. If I was Superman, I'd be upset about that.
Yeah.
Just $4.
Robert says he's waiting for a Monsters Unleashed stack.
At some point I'll probably come up with a Monsters Unleashed set. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact I have had a Monsters Unleashed set on more than one occasion.
Would you do creatures on E for 2? Give it at 4.
Sure. Going down on I, we've got G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, issue number 15 in fine condition for $10.
I was going to Willie T.
The
Creatures.
Creatures? Oh, excellent. Going over to E, some more of that Silver Age Metalmen, issue number 18. This book's in good to very good condition for just $6.
We have that Frank Miller Dark Knight slab coming up at some point during the show tonight.
At some point, yeah. Going down on I, Tales to Astonish, issue number 84. 2 feature title stories in this. You got the Submariner, you've got the Incredible Hulk. This is a lower grade copy, fair to good condition. If you're looking for Silver Age Marvel, doesn't get any more affordable than that. Just $4.
Matthew asks, is A copy, or I guess a reprint? And I is fine.
A is no, that is first print main cover. It's just really low grade.
Sweet.
Yeah. What was the other question?
It was the grade on I.
It is in fine condition, so it's pretty solid mid-grade copy. Going up on B for Batman from the Neil Adams, Denny O'Neil Detective Comics, issue number 410. Very mid-grade copy, very good to find. That's going to be like a 5 out of 10. That is $28 with a gentleman that is very cruel to people that are working in a circus sideshow. I'm sure that's all right. I'm sure Batman is going to save the day. Dr. Solar, Man of the Atom from Gold Key Comics, issue number 18 from the Silver Age, Invasion of the Robot Scorpions. That one in fine minus condition, going to be just $6. I know you've been looking for slabs, looking for those high-grade books. You know I love alliteration. We're finally there. One of the biggest stories from some of the best all-time creators. That's right. It's Doomsday Clock, issue number 1, CGC graded, 9.8. It is near mint plus condition. This is the super cool transforming lenticular cover with the Rorschach mask going back and forth with the Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman logos. It is the first crossover of the Watchmen characters with the DC characters. Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, thematically priced at $96. And that one's on D for Doomsday.
Would you do A for 2? Give it at 4 for Matthew?
Yeah, that's fine.
Would you do I for 8? You have it at 10.
I will.
And when is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show?
Whenever the hell IDW finally puts out Last Ronin number 5. I think it was supposed to come out in like 2018. It feels like, and every single time we get close to it, final orders are in. We're ready. We're set. I've got all the books set aside. We're ready to have a whole Turtle Mania special, and then they delay it another month or two. Allegedly, that book is set to release the final week in April. If that actually happens, we'll do our Turtle Mania special on that Tuesday, which will, I believe, be, I think we just put in the official date for our Multiverse of Madness special. So all your Doctor Strange, all your Scarlet Witch, all your America Chavez. It's going to be on April the 22nd. It's going to be our first ever special on a Friday afternoon. So we're starting that at 6 p.m. Friday afternoon. So back-to-back big shows in April.
Frost taking Lois Lane on H.
You got it.
Dan says he loved that Doomsday Clock story.
It's so good.
It was really good. I liked it a lot too. Yeah, we're good.
Cool. Got some. Yeah, talk to Harrison about. He tags them. He puts the number, the post-it note. Don't cover up the issue number. It's real hard not to. Weird War Tales issue number 79. Book's going to be just $10. Some classic Joe Kubert artwork, blending their mystery, war, and horror genre. Some Nazis versus zombies. Going to be just $10. Kind of puts it on its head. Usually you're not rooting for the zombies, but I feel like in this case you're gonna be.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate in this instance.
I think it'd be inappropriate not to.
For real.
Even. Got Batman issue number 402. Batman versus Batman. We've all been there, you know. You're on your own worst enemy. Near mint condition, just $10.
You know, self-love was important.
Well, this is more of a self-hate situation, Daniel.
That's valid.
I feel
he's working through some things though, which, you know,
honestly,
personal growth is also important.
That's Batman's real superpower. Working through some things.
Yeah.
He is constantly working through some things.
Yeah.
Does not have very much to show for it.
He's a work in progress.
There you go. Batman, a work in progress.
As Will Smith said.
You know,
recent...
hey. If I'm being honest, I think if we have found out that Will Smith is using his millions of dollars to dress up like a bat and beat people up at night, all of a sudden, you know, you're gonna understand his shenanigans a little bit. You'd be like, okay, I get it. You are deeply disturbed. You have problems way beyond what we thought. Speaking of deeply disturbed and having a lot of problems, the Asylum of Horrors. This is an oversized, it is a graphic novel.
It's thick, yeah.
Yeah, this is a full anthology story with 13 different horror stories from different creative teams. Really good book. It is in near mint condition. That one's going to be just $8 for all our horror fans watching tonight.
Bill Scott's going to take Metalman on E.
On E, you got it.
We got an offer on that slab.
Yeah, what you got?
Ralph's wondering if you would do 65. You have it at 96. And then, yes, that is the lenticular variant.
It is the lenticular variant. 65 is going to be a little low. Dare I? Or is that still too low? Daniel, I'm confident you know what I'm thinking.
Oh, I think that's
still too low, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I can take it all the way down to 75. Still really low.
Let us know if 75 works for you, Ralph.
I'll say that's me coming down 21, asking you to come up 10.
Ron is taking the Asylum of Horror on A.
Excellent.
Or sorry, Ron. Said the wrong name there. Sounds like you're typing.
You know what? I think it's like in your head, mentally, you're just using your predictive powers because the very next book in my box right here was ROM Space Knight, issue number 1 from Marvel Comics, 1979 classic, I believe. It's of course going to be the first appearance of ROM in comics, getting that Hasbro treatment after the ridiculous success of both Transformers and G.I. Joe. Getting a little backstory to their classic toy properties. What makes this one particularly cool is the only toy in the ROM line is, of course, the ROM robot. So every other element of the ROM story still owned by Marvel, despite the fact that Hasbro still has licensing for ROM. So it's going to be the first appearance of the Space Knights, who are still around, still a big part of the Marvel Universe. Had a whole big story with Darkhawk and the Guardians of the Galaxy. First appearance of the Dire Wraiths, again a big part of Cosmic Marvel. First appearance of Wraith showing up in the Conquest crossover with Abingdon and Lanning. That character tied directly into Null and the Black Winter and all the stuff that Donny Cates has been doing. So really cool how they were able to integrate a lot of elements that weren't part of the original toy or mythos into the Marvel Universe that are still part of it today. So even though Marvel does not have the license for the ROM comic now, the rom-com, as I call it, still a really big key issue for Marvel. It is in fine condition, and it's just $20.
All right, so looks like the chat worked out amongst themselves, but Ralph had a counter, and then someone else was going to take it to 75. Ralph didn't take it, and then Ralph gave it over. So John Roth is taking that Doomsday Clock
For 75.
for 75. And then what is the issue number on I?
Down on I, that is Batman 402. Going over on A, got a couple of Amazing Spider-Mans. This is going to be Marvel Tales issue number 28. It's got Amazing Spider-Man 35 and 36 by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, some of Ditko's last issues on the story. It's going to be the first appearance of the Molten Man. As if all that weren't enough, you get double Spider-Man stories. You're also going to get another Ditko Lee mashup with Strange Tales number 140, a little Doctor Strange story in there. So 3 full stories for just $4 from Silver Age Steve Ditko and Stan Lee.
Would you do Batman on I for 7? You have it at 10?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right. Joey's picking up Fantastic Four on F.
Awesome.
Any trade paperbacks?
Well, we just had that Asylum. There's some, man, people, if I'm being honest, I'm always like, I price them and I put them in the boxes, and then Sienna just refuses to sell them, and they take them out of my boxes and like hide them underneath. There's 2 boxes of graphic novels that I could put up at any point that I'm not even like access to because they're moved. So don't you even worry. I've got one in hand. It is in brand new condition. Titans Total Chaos. Teen Titans versus Deathstroke the Terminator by Marv Wolfman. Tom Grummett doing the artwork. This is a $30 graphic novel. We've got it for just $20. This is a thick book. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 10 issues of Teen Titans across 3 different series for the big crossover story.
And I was eyeing that one when I put it in the box on Tuesday.
$20.
Yeah, it's great.
This is $2 an issue.
Would you do the detective on B for 19? You have it at 28 for William Foxworth.
Detective on B for 19. Sure.
All right.
Like you're just expecting me to go up $1. I gotta keep you all on your toes. Gonna make you going down on D. We've got the Jim Lee variant for Deadpool issue number 33. This is from the big X-Men trading card variant month. Of course, the character featured on the Deadpool variant, the Deadpool card by Jim Lee. This book is in near mint condition, and it is just $8.
Would you do 17 on the Titans trade? You have it at 20.
Yeah, why not?
How many copies? We have 2 copies for D.
Yeah, it is both claimed already.
Yep, Ralph and Abraham.
You got some more Batman coming at you. This one, issue number 389. This book is in, I mean, this is a gorgeous book. It is in near mint condition. That one is $24, going up under B for having a bad day.
Just takes one bad day.
Just takes one bad day, I always say. Always a fun one. This one in there, not so signature, low grade, yellow costumes. The Challengers of the Unknown, issue number 65. Some Silver Age action coming at you, just $4.
George is taking Batman on B.
You got it. Oh, speak of the metaphorical devil, Batman on B. I think that would have been easy to remember. We've got the Marvel Tales with Molten Man. Yeah, he's fun. People love the Molten Man. I get it. But I know what you're looking for, and it is Marvel Tales issue 142, reprinting the greatest issue of The Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man versus Dr. Doom. Yeah, that's right. You got it. It is representing Amazing Spider-Man issue number 5 and all of its Ditko Doom glory. That one's going to be just $4. Solid mid-grade copy. You got it.
What is the name of the robot book on E?
On E, that is ROM Space Knight, issue number 1. It's based on the Hasbro robot toy. Actually, y'all are asking Frank Miller. That is a Frank Miller cover.
I was about to say, yeah.
A lot of Frank Miller tonight. Didn't even know it. That guy really gets around. Good. Yep, good. Going down on I. This is one of my, we had that Adventure Comics Digest up a little bit earlier, and I was telling you that's how I read a lot of the Legion of Superheroes. This is the original story that I first read in those digest-sized books. It is probably one of the best Legion stories I've ever read. It is so good. This is Adventure Comics issue 353. It is a full-length story. A lot of times they would break up and have kind of 2 shorter stories. This one, a double-sized feature. There is a big moment in here. It's a key issue. You have the dramatic death of Pharaoh Lad. The Legion of Superheroes teaming up with the longtime rivals, the Fatal Five, because there is a...
Terry's taking that.
You've got it, Terry.
Dan's taking ROM on E.
You've got it, Dan.
Would you do G for 6? You have it at 10 for Abraham.
Let's do it.
Any alien type books?
Well, Dr. Solar is kind of an alien type book. ROM was kind of an alien type book. Obviously, all of the Legions and Super books are alien types. Unless you're specifically asking for like the alien, in which case I don't think we have anything specifically alien, but again, a lot of alien types. So
yeah,
let me know if any of those. We'll scratch that itch, and if so, I've got a couple pretty good alien adventures. If you're looking just specifically for the one thing, then I am sorry, I cannot accommodate. That's a good second here. All right, going up on D for Dracula. Tomb of Dracula, issue number 49. This book is in fine to very fine condition. Really solid, higher grade copy. You got Dracula, the Lord of the Undead, battles the power of Robin Hood, Frankenstein, and D'Artagnan, and other great shock stars. Yeah, really, really like all the classics together in one issue. That one is $24. Awesome. I love the Bronze Age Dracula series. The artwork in this is incredible. I mean, just look at that flowing costume for Dracula. Just the cape and the robes. It's just all the characters. That Robin Hood character in the background. The inks on this series are always just phenomenal. Real heavy. Puts a lot of mood into the book. That one's going to be $24.
You do it for 21, asked Terry.
They do it for 21. Yeah, I'll do it for 21. But you do it for 21 was my nickname in college.
Oh.
Going down on B, we've got Superman, issue number 279. Very fine plus condition, really nice copy. Superman and Batgirl. Don't have a lot of Batgirl on the show usually, so getting her as the feature character. I'm sure we got a lot of Batgirl fans watching along at home. And we got going up on D. This is a classic issue written by Alan Moore. If you're looking for alien stuff, is an absolute incredible, gorgeous painted cover by Charles Vest. DC Comics presents issue number 85, Superman and Swamp Thing. This is the classic was it Black Winter story where he's got like the rose sort of parasite. It is an incredible one-shot issue. If you love Swamp Thing, it's by Alan Moore right when he was writing Swamp Thing, so perfectly fits in with that run. If you like Superman, again, as part of that DC Comics Present series, it is a great one-shot issue, an awesome piece to put in your collection, really high-grade copy. And if they ever get Swamp Thing into a Justice League with Superman feature, this is for sure going to be the book that collectors are looking for. A lot of reasons to pick this one up.
Would you do it for 20? Over at 24 for Dan?
Yeah, that's fine.
They made one season of a Swamp Thing show. Gone too soon.
Listen, you never know. You never know. We'll go right under, down to E. We've got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 201. Spider-Man battles the Punisher. It's going to be fine minus condition for $18. Teaming up with what was once his foe. Classic John Romita cover. I know we got a lot of Spidey fans. I know we got a lot of Punisher fans. Here's your chance to snag them both. All right, we are getting into the last part of the show. It is after 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and show cards on the table. Batman, Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller Classic, CGC graded 9.6. It is the first appearance of Robin. Carrie Kelly taking over the mantle in that far-flung future.
Ralph's picking up D.
And it is claimed. I had a feeling that was going to get claimed quickly.
And then looking back, I do have Terry coming in first for that DC Comics Presents. So I'll go ahead and switch it over to you, Terry. But I'll go ahead and keep the offer at 20 because I just missed that. Bobby is taking E.
Sounds good.
So sorry about that, guys.
I blame Daniel.
I mean, I guess technically that would be my fault.
Not that many other people to take the blame. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that. It's a team effort.
It's all right.
Speaking of team efforts.
Usually we blame Harrison, but this just seems like the wrong day. To...
Yeah, this is the one day it's not his fault. Got some John Byrne working on the Fantastic Four with Spider-Man and Marvel Team Up issue 133. Very fine condition for a Fantastic $4. Get your Spidey. Get your FF. You got it all going on. We'll go D. Speaking of
no, Dan, hers did come in on my feed first. I just ended up I scrolled past it.
Sometimes It's really difficult. I know from the one time that I've done it. Sometimes his messages just come in faster than you can read them, and you fall one or two behind. And you know, we're all humans. We're all doing the best we can.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to have fun and play with comics. It happens. We're good. You all caught up?
Yeah. No, we're good.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Going down on D, we've got Darkhawk. Not just issue 1, but issue 2 and 3 as well, which gets you through that whole first story arc featuring Spider-Man. All 3 issues going to be in very fine to near mint, really high grade copies. All 3 issues together, just $35. We just talked about how Darkhawk has become a big part of the Cosmic Marvel scope, integrated into the Space Knights and Dire Wraiths story. A lot of people were speculating on this for a real long time, right at kind of the beginning of COVID and everything. It's cooled down a little bit now, but as soon as any of this stuff pops up and any of that Guardians upcoming, because you know we've got Thor 4 coming out after Thor left with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be in there somewhere. We've got the Guardians holiday special, and we've got Guardians 3 all on the horizon. Any one of those, I feel like there's a lot of potential for a lot of these books to explode in value. Speaking of explosions, we've got Spectacular Spider-Man issue 176, featuring the first appearance of Corona, that hot new Spidey villain. That one going to be just $6.
Abraham's picking up G.
You've got it. Going down on I, some more Jack Kirby, phenomenal book. Going to be in very fine condition for 2001, A Space Odyssey, issue number 5, written and drawn by Jack Kirby, loosely based on the Stanley Kubrick film, and really just going off in his own direction from there. It's honestly one of the coolest concepts of a comic that Marvel had, where they obviously did the same idea with Star Wars, but I feel like had a little bit more grounding in what the story was supposed to be. This one, just super fun book.
Terry's picking up Spidey on E. Dan's taking 2001 Space Odyssey on I.
Sounds good.
Would you do Solar for 4? You have it
Yeah.
at 6.
Yeah, I will.
So that's going to Willie T.
Going down on G, some more real early G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, issue number 10. This book's going to be in very fine condition, pretty nice copy. It's going to be the first appearance of Dr. Venom. If you're picking up those G.I. Joe first appearances, if you're collecting that original series, all that for you for just $28. Going down on C, we've got some more Uncanny X-Men. Really nice copy. You're looking at like a very fine condition for just $12. Uncanny X-Men 148. It's going to be a couple big moments in X-Men history. Angel quitting the team after the horrid events with just a few issues earlier with the Marauders in the Morlock tunnels. He, of course, has problems with his wings. It's also going to be the first appearance of the brand new character.
Chris is taking C.
You've got it, Chris.
Chris, just make sure if you haven't already to fill out our information form pinned in the comments.
Yeah, it takes like 1 minute. We just need your name, email, and how you want to get your books. So like 3 or 4 questions. Knock it out. It's that top pinned comment there.
What is on A?
That is going to be Marvel Tales issue number 28. It is reprinting Amazing Spider-Man 35 and 36. So 2 full issues of Amazing Spider-Man with the Molten Man, and also reprinting Strange Tales issue 140 with Doctor Strange. So all three of those stories together for $4. Going down on C, we've got another Hellblazer, John Constantine, Hellblazer, issue number 33. Also going to be just $4 in near mint condition.
Willie T says, thanks. Over budget this week, but it's for a good cause. Cause I need comics.
Exactly. The greatest cause there is.
We haven't had the Moon Knight special yet.
No, we have not had a Midnight Social yet. With the shows, because there's so many episodes, it's usually sometime in the middle of the run before the final issue comes out. So we'll get that together when I'm staring at a week and unable to come up with enough good preview books. I'll bust out all the Moon Knights.
Rhonda's taking Hellblazer on C.
Sounds good.
Dan said, the problem is every show has a key we need, and then it snowballs. And Willie responded, they know our weakness. Now we're all caught up.
Sounds good. Speaking of classic weaknesses, some Silver Age Superman, taking it all the way back, Superman 162. This is going to be the first Superman Red, Superman Blue, a story that takes a very different turn in sort of the electric Superman stage post Death and Rebirth of Superman. This book is in good condition. Would be a lot better, but there's a little scuff on that front cover right there. That one's going to be just $20 for everybody collecting those Silver Age classics.
Would you do D for 20? That Dark Hawk, you have it at 35?
I'll do 25.
All right, Steven, also 25 works for you.
I'll come down 10 if you want to come up 5.
Would you take $2 on the Challengers of the Unknown on F?
Yeah.
4.
I will.
So I'll go to John Thurber. Do we ever have toy collector shows?
We've had them a few times. The big thing with toys is they are bigger and heavier and differently sized from one another. So the shipping on toys is dramatically more. So whenever we do a toy show, one, it's a lot more work because honestly, none of us are like as well versed in toys as I am with comics. I would love to be, but it's just too diverse of a product line for me to know everything about everything. Mm-hmm. So it takes a lot more prep work. Also, we're a comic book store, which just means most people bring us collections of comics. Every once in a while, we get really cool toy collections, but we don't have nearly the stock on them that we have on comics. At some point, I am 100% sure Alan will buy a toy collection and want to do a live show with it again, but there's no hard, fast rules on that. But yeah. Long answer to a short question.
25 is good on D.
Sounds good.
Okay, so they saw the statues in our videos.
Yeah, we do sell toys in all of our regular retail locations, all the new toys that come out. But it's a lot harder to do them online. Going down on I, some Silver Age Justice League of America, issue number 61. Pretty cool story. You got the Operation Jail the Justice League. Dr. Light using his powers to conceal some of the Justice League's greatest villains' identities and kind of swap them with the Justice Leaguers. Really fun. The kind of story that really works in the Silver Age.
For real, for sure.
Yeah, like a little fun one-shot issue. Really nice copy. Very fine minus condition. Just $28.
Ron says that they sent you the Hellblazer list they need.
Oh, awesome. I will go through that box probably tomorrow or sometime this weekend. Get back to you next week.
Eddie Page says, will we do a $5 show again?
The $5 show, maybe, especially because every once in a while Alan gets the itch to host a show, but doesn't really want to put the effort into the preparation to do a show. And the $5 books are, easier The only downside is, it takes us as much or more work to do a $5 show as it does to do a regular show. So even if we sell hundreds of books at, just $5 each, we're not making nearly as much as we do if we can sell a few books that are worth a bit more. We've tried to integrate a lot more like $5 like product onto the show. I'm sure you've noticed, especially tonight, like books that I coincidentally have in my hand, like Spider-Woman, issue number 49 for just $5. The Spider-Woman versus Tigra right there. Really fun issue. Got it real budget friendly. So again, it's all a balance. I'm sure at some point we'll do a $5 show again. But honestly, the books get claimed so fast.
That's what I was about to say.
Though, it's asking a lot from everybody involved.
Yeah, it's hard to upkeep on the back end a little bit for those shows because we're usually like triple tasking back here in the
already.
Yeah,
just on because you all hear me and you're all in the chat. I'm by myself here. Daniel's really the only person I'm actually talking to, so he's kind of got to keep me like sane, right? And then also he's got to go through all of your messages and make sure that everybody's getting their claims right, and he's being as fair as possible. And then on top of that, every book that we sell, he's got to write your name on it, and then it gets set aside in the box. And then after the show, we've got to go through and like put everything in order, and like it's a lot. And the $5 show makes it even more. So I'm not saying no.
Eddie Page is taking D. John
Sounds
Ross
good.
taking I.
But I'm just letting you know the reason why we don't do it as frequently as we used to.
Going back to the toys, Nathan says, I will say that when I did buy toys the one time you sold them, they arrived in great condition.
Thank you.
And were expertly shipped.
We work very hard on our shipping. Not that there's really many aspects of Ultimate Comics that we actually try at that we don't take as a point of pride. But our shipping team works really hard. And in addition to everything that Daniel does for the live show, he also works for the shipping department. And yeah, just sort of all over the place. And we've got Zach and Brock, and they do a phenomenal job. And between the three of you now, probably going on like 10 years of experience with, right? Like when you really think about it, it's been 2 or 3 years now. So anyways.
Nice. Oh, and Nathan said excellent segue, by the way, when you brought up that Spider-Woman.
Oh, yeah, just coincidentally had it. And then the other thing is on these shows, we can have books that are less than $5 as well to kind of balance it out. This is Marvel Vision, the fan magazine number 13, which is really cool, highlighting some of the upcoming features from Marvel Comics. This one, of course, highlighting the upcoming Daredevil Batman project, which I know we've had on the live show more than one occasion, but if you want to get that little sneak peek of it, this book's in fine condition. It is just $4. Honestly, that Scott McDaniel cover alone is worth $4 with Batman and Daredevil. You also get a sneak peek at the X-Men Wildcats crossover, which is the kind of Jim Lee thing. The hot new villain of the mid-90s, Onslaught. You look at the return of Gwen Stacy. You get a Larry Hama interview. A lot going on in January 1997 for Marvel Comics. It's just $4.
Yeah, it's a lot for just $4.
It's a lot for just. I always say.
I mean, just getting Daredevil and Batman on a cover alone is pretty sweet.
Yeah, right. I just realized you can't even see Batman's head.
That's true.
We're going down on F for Phantom, issue number 68. This book is in good condition. If you like those classic pulp heroes from Charlton Comics, can be just $4 as well. Give me the close up on this because it is pretty dope.
Yes.
The dopest, even.
The most dope.
Let's go ahead and pop up C for She. That's right. She Spawn making her debut just an issue, I believe, before this. This is her first ever cover appearance. Ultra low print run. Gorgeous painted cover. Spawn, issue 141. Greg Capullo busting it out. This book is in very fine to near mint condition. Would be higher grade, but it's got some minor
Nathan's taking Spawn.
You've got it.
Terry's taking the Batman Daredevil on D.
And I had a couple of those. If anyone else wants one, just $4, and it could be yours. This is a fun little book. We got X-Men Gold, issue number 1. Not to be confused at all with the X-Men Gold series, to which this is in no way, shape, or form affiliated. This is a one-shot celebrating the golden anniversary of the X-Men. 50 years of the X-Men. I love the like how natural this is. A Olivier Coipel cover. That they've got kind of all the different eras of X-Men with Shadowcat in her 80s costume, Gambit in the 90s costume. You've got Cyclops in the original 60s costume. You've got Jubilee. You've got like Colonel Logan from Days of Future Past. Like just super cool. There's an anthology book. I want to say there's like 4 or 5 different stories in here. Chris Claremont and just a ton of other creators. We've got that at the original MSRP, just $6. And that is in near mint condition.
Terry's taking that on I.
You've got it.
David Fitz is taking a Marvel Visions on D.
Excellent. And I am now down to my last copy of that book available. So I had 3 total. This is the last one.
Just worked my way through some of the X-Men Gold while doing the audit the other day.
Oh, nice. You working from the back end up?
Yeah, Brock's from the front, so I was not going to complete that statement.
Yeah, I get you.
Willie T is going to take that last Visions on D, and then Terry, I did get you for the first one of those, so you're covered for that.
Going up on C, we've got The Adventures of Jerry Lewis, issue number 117. It is in very good condition. Well, it makes this a particularly fun issue, and one I think that a lot of non-Jerry Lewis collectors might be more interested in. Jerry Lewis meets Wonder Woman.
What?
Yeah, so any of our 1D fans, don't worry, Jerry, I'll help. Classic Wonder Woman fashion.
Always helping.
That Wonder Woman. What a good helper, I always say.
Just swell.
All right, let's see what I got down here in the good old graphic novel box. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this is here. Everyone else's loss is your gain. This is one of the single best Thor stories ever. This is The Mighty Thor by Roger Langridge and Chris Samney. Both Roger Langridge and Chris Samney, Eisner Award-winning creators. Roger Langridge winning multiple Oscar Eisners, I believe, when he was doing The Muppet Show with Boom Studios. Chris Samney, of course, getting one with, I believe, Mark Waid for Daredevil. This is a complete 8-issue series that just goes kind of almost like a day in the life of Thor, and it's cool. It's so cool the way that they do it, because they're all these big superhero adventures, but they're all so personal and these kind of like this perfect blend of soft stories and hard action. It's an all age appropriate Thor story. You get both together. That is the complete miniseries, but you get Thor with Jane Foster there, Thor versus Fin Fang Foom, and like the full interiors are like that. This Boys Night Out issue with the Warriors 3, if I remember correctly, that issue from this series was nominated for Best Single Issue for the Eisners. You get Loki stories in here. You get Thor versus Mr. Hyde. I mean, just look at that incredible awesome artwork. It's so good. And you get both volumes together. The MSRP on them is $15 each. So you're getting them virtually buy one, get one free. $20 gets you the whole set.
Is C a Neil Adams cover?
I believe so.
Would you take 12 for
Oh,
C?
C. No, not C. Sorry, I thought this was that other Superboy book. I will take $12 for it. It's probably not Neil Adams.
Alright, yeah, John Thurber will take that then.
Still good. Okay.
David Fitz is going to take Thor on I.
Excellent. And I have a couple of those if anyone else wants them. Let me know.
Sweet.
And then on H, we have the Harbinger Acts of God. This is from Valiant Acclaim Comics. It is the one-shot issue. If you've never read Harbinger before, this is going to be a real easy way to get into it. Kind of an oversized one-shot. You're not going to have all of the baggage of any of the ongoing series that they've done with it. Harbinger is sort of the X-Men of the Valiant universe. These characters, Psiots, all have these incredible different psychic powers that manifest in different ways. Really cool book, just $5, near mint condition.
Larry's taking Harbinger on C.
You got it, Larry. Since we've got one Thor, again, just be super clear with which Thor you are claiming here. So stick that under C. For the Captain, that's right, because this is going to be Thor issue number 390. It is in near mint condition. It features that brilliant moment in Marvel Comics history when another mighty Avenger proves themselves worthy. That's right, Steven Rogers lifting Mjolnir for the very first time. It is the epic conclusion of the entire first act of the Marvel Cinematic Universe summed up in one single moment. It was birthed out of this comic book, near mint condition, $50, great cover. I think Ron Friends and Brett Breeding doing the inks on that. $50 going under C for Captain.
We have an offer on that. If you want to hear it,
I'll hear it.
Would you do 40 for Matthew?
I'll tell you what, because I literally just put it up. If no one else makes an offer on it, I'll take 40, but I'll leave it open if somebody wants to make another offer or claim it outright at 50 at any point.
All right.
We'll give it a minute.
Sounds good.
Good.
And we're sitting at 40 for now.
All right, got some more Silver Age Doom Patrol with Monsieur Mala and the Brain right there in the corner. I love that like yellow blazer. What? Yeah, super cool issue. Very good condition. Doom Patrol issue 112. That is in very good condition. Another one of these copies that would have been way higher grade, except for one minor flaw. The cover is detached on the bottom staple, so we've got that at a very good, just $15.
Dan Grant's up in the ante to 45.
Cool. So same thing. If anybody wants to make another offer or claim it outright at 50, we're just kind of playing bids on it. If not, we'll take 45. Alphabetically, what books have been up here for a minute?
A's been up there.
A's been up there for a minute, right?
Yeah.
It's like a hot minute. But we start getting to the back into the show, and I'm like, what things do I like really need to get up right now?
Chris Pervet's going to take Doom Patrol on D.
Excellent. Some more Silver Age Action Comics, issue 404. This book in fine to very fine condition. It is going to be just $12. Kneel to your conqueror, Superman. I love that he's the conqueror and he's got like a C on his chest with the wreath. Like, if I'm being honest, pretty cool, like super villain aesthetic is the whole gladiator situation. You also get an Aquaman story and an Atom story. $12. $12. And I believe since we're right around 9:30, let's go ahead and key up that final preview book of the night. This is one of, I believe this to be one of the most underrated books. It is going to be just the second ongoing Wolverine series after it came out of the same year as his solo series. Marvel Comics presents sort of the Wolverine team up book, for lack of a better term. There's always like a couple features in there. Wolverine, always the feature story. It's got just a phenomenal Walt Simonson cover. I don't even think I even noticed it, but it had a couple
Christian's
like
coming, take it back.
You've got it.
We're ready for that one. Saying quick claim.
From D for Wolverine to D for Dark Knight with a really nice high grade Batman 195. This book is in very fine minus condition. It is just $65. You get the first Spark Spangled See-Through Man, that everybody's favorite Batman villain from the Silver Age. That one just $65.
Chris, and just to confirm, are you putting back the Marvel Comics Presents #1 CGC 9.6? Just let me know.
Did more than one person claim it?
I do have another person in line if he's putting it back.
Yeah. So if that one's going back, you just take whoever was next on the claim, and we'll go from there. Swap out E for Conan the Barbarian. 141. Pretty solid, very fine to near mint condition. $5. One of the books I was the most excited about for the entire night. I had it set on top of the boxes to make sure I didn't forget to put it up. Waiting to get back around to the F section. As is apparent, I think through 3 or 4 of the other books I put up, I love these ape stories. So of course, whenever I come across a Gorilla Grodd, you know it's coming up on the live show. The Flash, issue 172 from the Silver Age. This is an iconic Carmine Infantino cover with Grodd just holding up the Flash suit. If you're looking for the Flash on this cover, forget it. This uniform is all that's left of him. That is so cool.
That's awesome.
That is exactly what you want a supervillain to be. Like, he's taunting you, the prospective buyer of this comic book, directly to your face. That is Villain 101. This book's in very good plus condition, like a pretty solid mid-grade copy. $15. If you love Gorilla Grodd, if you love The Flash, this book is, Carmine Infantino is an absolute legend from doing this run.
Flash.
You've got it.
Would you do 40 on D of it at 65 for Ralph?
40 on D. I'll tell you what. I'll play the bids game on that one too. If no one else makes me another offer, I'll take 40, but I'm going to leave that one open because it is, high grade Silver Age Batman's kind of hard to come by. So if anyone else is looking, tonight's your night. Bidding starts at 40. If you're the only one that needs this book in your collection tonight, you're going to get one heck of a bargain.
And then can you show this again real quick? Chris, just to confirm with you, because the Marvel Comics Presents is Wolverine. So we'll show it again real quick. Just to make
Marvel
sure.
Comics Presents Wolverine right there on the cover. Feature character, Walt Simonson.
Nice reflection of our camera as well.
Nice reflection, so you know what our camera looks like. It's got the Wolverine custom label. You, of course, have Silver Surfer in the corner box because you also get Man-Thing, Master of Kung Fu, and Silver Surfer. Yeah, this is like one of the best covers of the 1980s.
It's like a cover on the front almost.
Like Walt Simonson doing Man-Thing is just extraordinary.
It did sell. I'm just.
I would say like 2 or 3 people got a claim in. Apparently, the person that claimed it first is having some doubts about whether or not they actually won it.
Yeah. Just want to make sure. Otherwise, I already have someone lined up.
So it is sold for sure.
And yeah, I still have C marked down for in that bidding process as well.
Yeah, at this point it's been a minute, right?
Yeah.
We're at 45.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull it.
Dan Grant then.
You got it, Dan.
And then D is sitting at 40 at the moment.
I'll say 40. We'll go back down the bottom row and back up the top and see if anyone else is interested. In the meantime, Mighty Thor issue 138. That one's going to be in very good to fine condition. Got a classic Donald Blake cover, just $20.
Correct. That Wolverine is sold. What issue is the Batman on D?
It is going to be issue number 195. Am I in frame? Are we good?
You are very close. If you want to pull it back just a tad. A little bit more. Keep going. And you want to lower it just a little bit. And good.
Ta-da.
Perfect.
Yeah, this purple's really pop. The blues on Batman's costume. And really, really nice copy.
Jake Pope's going to take the Thor on F.
Excellent. Or perhaps F. Excellent. No, that doesn't work. Fantabulous, I always say. It's my classic trademark catchphrase. Going up on C. Star Spangled War. Issue number 155. You murdered my guys. Now you're going to have to kill me. A very resolute soldier here. Just $5 in good condition for some classic war stories. We've got
Smiley's up in the ante on Batman.
245. Sounds good. So we're up at 45 on that Batman. And we're going to let it ride a few minutes, see what you think.
Jake, you did not get Wolverine. I'm still waiting to hear back from Christian, but if he passes, you were first or second.
You were second in line. Get down on an F. Another digest size little proto graphic novel. This one's super cool. Stan Lee presents Spider-Man, his greatest team-up battles. I know the Quicksilver is from the John Romita story that was around like in the issue in the 70s. You got Doctor Strange. You got the Hulk. This book is in fine condition for $12. Well, pocket-sized Spider-Man treasure.
Nathan said he tried saying excellent out loud.
Yeah, it's difficult. Going down on G, some Gil Kane artwork, doing some Silver Age Green Lantern issue number 50. Real nice copy, fine to very fine condition. A good candidate for a clean and press. There's a real faint crease that would almost certainly pop right out, pop you up to probably a very fine on that. This looks going to be in very fine condition. Thraxon the Powerful versus Green Lantern the Powerless. A situation that for somebody that wields like the ultimate weapon in the galaxy really finds himself in that situation like a lot more often than you'd expect.
Very true.
Yeah. You think he'd keep those batteries charged.
For real. Terry is taking the Spider-Man Digest on F.
Excellent.
Is G the Adam Scott or Alan Scott era?
No, it is Hal Jordan. Adam Scott has the different. Alan Scott has the different costume. He's got like the blousey red shirt with purple pants and like the big collar.
Super cool cape.
Yeah. The only Green Lantern with a cape. That's how you know.
Yeah.
If he's got a cape, it's the cool one. Going down on H. Let me get the condition on this. House of Secrets featuring Eclipso. This book is in fine condition for a fine $15. Going on F. Maybe I said H because that was. But here we are.
Yeah,
we're getting there. We're getting
there. Nathan says you gotta have a cape to make up for the blouse.
Exactly.
They
make up for it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Those are both fashion statements.
They work.
And they are strong. They are strong statements.
He rocks them.
All right, going down for H. We got Hell's Heatwave, the 3-issue miniseries by Mike Kaluta from Dark Horse Comics, featuring the Shadow. Dark Horse Comics getting the Shadow licensing after the character was from, let's say, Dell Gold Key. Then DC, of course, had it. And eventually finding their way to Dark Horse right around the time that the movie came out. They put out some really cool stuff, putting classic artist Mike Kaluta on the book. All 3 issues are going to be in near mint condition. Those Dark Horse era Shadows are real low print run, hard to find. $40 gets you the full set. I'm going down on I. Something a little different. The Inferior 5, issue number 7. That's going to be just $8. It is an early DC Comics parody book with superhero teams, kind of leading the way for a lot of the goofier concepts that we have in comics now. It's going to be just $8, and hopefully not too many of y'all's nickname for the Ultimate Comics live show crew.
Yeah, hopefully. That would be a little disheartening.
You know, it happens.
It's true. I mean, it's a valid.
I've been called worse.
Larry Knowns has taken Inferior on I.
Excellent.
And just as a reminder, D is currently sitting at 45 for Smiley Bob, if anyone is still interested in upping that.
You said Inferior 5.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go and call this our last book of the night. It's going to be real inexpensive, a real affordable copy of Uncanny X-Men 268. If anybody has been looking to fill that hole in their collection, this book routinely sells for significantly more. It's a classic Jim Lee cover and story. This copy is in good condition. It's going to make it just $4. You got Captain America, Logan, and Black Widow in the now classic Uncanny X-Men 268.
It's just such an iconic cover.
It really is. And honestly, like, the story's really good. I know that Jim Lee is like super obviously well known for mostly his X-Men stuff and then Batman, and I think he's really underrated as a Captain America artist. I think his style looks so perfect for that character.
Terry's taken that.
You got it, Terry.
Remember, they did those Lego variants a few years back, and they did.
Oh yeah,
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, you can always shoot us a message, the Ultimate Comics Live Show Facebook page, for any books you're looking for. We obviously can't guarantee we have everything, but
we'll look.
Yeah,
we will look. All right, Daniel, super on top of it. As soon as I said this is the last book, had the Post-it note ready. First of all, big thank you to every single one of you who tunes in and plays along and buys comics and asks questions and we're having a real good time. Let's just keep doing the live show. And a big thank you to every single one of you who shares these videos every single time we pick up. I mean, we just need to pick up one new customer per show, and you're looking at 50 new people who are buying comics, and that you're able to share your favorite stories with, and it's just a lot of fun. So thank you all for sharing. Our little thank you for tonight is going to go out to you. All can do your drum roll at home. You can hear it there. We don't need to do a whole thing in studio. Congratulations, David Fitz, going home with our share prize of the night. Going to be our Moon Knight issue number 14, 1 in 25 variant by Pascal Ferry. There you go, David Fitz. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Giving Daniel a minute to be able to go through the looks like still some back and forth on that Marvel Comics Presents.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We'll get it figured out. We've got just a few books here, not a ton. We'll just run down these last looks. Right you go. So sitting down on A, we of course have Action Comics, issue number 404, fine to very fine condition, going to be just $12. Got Superman, issue 279, in very fine plus condition. Superman teaming up with Batgirl, just $12. On C, we have DC Comics, Star Spangled War Stories, issue number 155. Some classic Joe Kubert Bronze Age war comics, $5. I think we've been around. Smiley Bob had it at 45. We're going to go ahead and call that for you, for Batman, 195. That is a great deal. Great copy. You're going to love it.
All right, real quick.
What you got?
So Christian is passing on that Marvel Comics Presents number 1.
Okay.
Is going to Jake Pope.
Jake Pope. Excellent. Yeah. Object Lexa, never hurts to get your claim in, even if you think you're a moment too late. Every once in a while, things work out.
Yeah.
We've got Conan the Barbarian, 141. Very fine to near mint condition. That one's $5. We've got House of Secrets, issue number 70 in fine condition for $15. We've got Green Lantern, issue number 50 in fine to very fine condition for $45. And we have The Shadow, Hell's Heat Wave, issues 1, 2, and 3. That is the complete 3-issue miniseries for $40. All 3 of those issues in near mint condition.
And a super rad train cover on.
And a super rad train cover. Mike Kaluta doing the covers and interiors for this whole story. I mean, honestly, classic Shadow, Cool Dragon, but like, how awesome is that? And it's so pulpy, right? Exactly. Just like hanging off the back of a locomotive, gun pointed at you. He's got the scarf. Honestly, I think one of the coolest things that a lot of people don't appreciate is like the role of a cape in a comic book. It's a 2D flat format that doesn't have actual motion. The easiest way to convey that is flowing costumes. So, to show a character like Superman leaping or jumping or like running, the easiest way to do that is like with a cape.
Yeah.
But then, characters like the Shadow who don't have the superpowers, you still get all of that kinetic movement and that scarf and the trench coat. And it's just, I think it's really easy to overlook how cool those are visually speaking.
Just smart. So we're doing last looks now. So this is where we're gonna go back to the show or the books that didn't sell. So all the Star Wars that we had up, I believe, sold.
I think everything Star Wars that we put up has sold. We had a couple books.
But we do have Revenge of the Fifth coming up.
I think we're gonna do 3 shows that week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a regular Tuesday show. We'll have a regular Thursday show, and I think May the 4th is right there on Wednesday. So we'll be doing our May the 4th special.
Okay, yeah.
Let me check my calendar.
I got you. Yeah, it's on Wednesday.
Yeah, so just over a month now. Be ready.
There might be some X-Men didn't sell. We're just
might be 1 or 2. Yeah, we're just gonna go through everything one at a time real quick. Weird War Tales, issue number 79, very good condition, $10.
Joey's picking up the Shadow on H.
Awesome. We've got G.I. Joe issue number 10 in very fine condition. That's the first appearance of Dr. Venom. That is $28. We had, looking at your Pulp Heroes, really cool painted cover. Phantom issue number 68 in good condition, just $4. We had Superman issue 162. That's going to be your first appearance of Superman, red and blue, the kind of split versions of Superman. Good condition, $20. We had Amazing Spider-Man number 35 and 36 reprinted in Marvel Tales number 28 for just $4. We have The Deep Marvel movie special for $4. We had Superboy issue number 164 in good condition for $4. We've got Action Comics issue number 433 for $4. We had that Adventure Comics Digest for $12. Pretty nice copy. $12. We had the Tarzan Family Giant in very fine condition. Tarzan Family issue number 65 for $12. We've got World's Finest 194 for $4. A lot of real inexpensive books still available. Yeah, Marvel 2-in-1 issue number 83 for $4. We have DC Presents number 68 for $4. We've got Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, 121, just before Jack Kirby takes over, for $6. Right after that Jack Kirby takeover. Forever People, issue number 5, fine to very fine condition, $16. We've got ROM, issue number 45, very fine condition, for $4. We've got Justice League International, number 16, for $4. We've got, we'll get to that in a minute. We've got Superman, issue number 209, for $8. We've got Adventure Comics 382 for $4. We've got Slapstick issues 1 and 2 together for $4. We've got Black Hawk issue 217 for $6. We have the Excalibur issue number 1, every mutant ever variant for $5. We'll stick that down on E because we're using these spots anyways. And then up on D, we're sticking that Jack Kirby Golden Age pre-code horror 1953 Black Magic issue number 51 for $75. We had it at $90. We have taken it all the way down to $75.
If you say the grade on that one more.
It is in good, very good condition. So like a 3. And that's it. That's everything that's left. A lot of books that are under $10, and then a couple bigger books still out there. Let me know if you want to see anything else again. Let me know if you want to see anything up close. Let me know if you had any more questions. Let me know if you want to make any bundle deals.
Did you do?
You know I love bundles.
H for 2, you have it at 4.
Yeah,
JLA.
I will do that.
So that's going to Eddie Page. And yeah, I mean, we have layaway as well. If you're looking at that Black Magic, we would just have to do it at the full asking price of $90.
You said
H
for 2.
Or if anybody's looking at clearing the board, making an offer.
So yeah, not a ton of books, and most of them are pretty inexpensive.
Joey's taking Black Magic on D at $75.
You've got it, Joey.
knocks down the board price a little bit for anyone who's thinking about.
I'd say, yeah, I think the most expensive book that's left is like that $45.
Oh yeah.
Green Lantern. Like I'm like these are the biggest books that are left. that is what I'm putting up. Board deal, I feel like could be very generous tonight. So make me an offer. I think I've shown I'm pretty open to offers tonight. Made some pretty reasonable counters.
David Fitz is taking a copy of E, so we're down to our final copy.
Excellent. We have exactly one copy left. I think we had a handful of those. This is going to be our last copy remaining. And the books that are on the board right now, with the exception of that Excalibur and one book in my hand, like this is all the books that are over over $10. It's all of those in this one adventure comics, and then everything else is like $4, $6. I'm going to go ahead and just get a number in my head.
Ralph said you did fantastic tonight.
Thank you. All right. Every single book added up that's left is going to put you at like $220. If anybody just wants them all, I'll do a flat 100.
Shoot.
It's going to be like 60% off if you just want to. Or again, make me an offer on any individual book. I mean, flat 100, that's like just 2 or 3 of the books that are sitting up front. And then like, it's like buy 3, get, I don't know, 20 for free or something.
I was going to say, just G and D alone.
Right? GD, I always say.
That's right.
Of course, no pressure. I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
Stick around after the show. Check out our Ultimate Comics live show Facebook page and our group. Both of those will have those last 8 battles from Ultimate March Madness put up right after the show tonight.
You can check out YouTube. We've got a couple of cool creator interviews up on there.
I think Jen and Sienna have been working on TikTok. If you want to follow us there, if you're TikTokers.
And we also go live on TikTok during the Tuesday night show, along with.
Are we like live throughout the show, or is it just like introducing the show or something?
It's throughout the whole show.
The whole show. I get it. The Thursday night show is not good enough to be on TikTok. I'm not kinetic enough for TikTok. The youth of today.
I don't get it either. Yeah,
I get it. No, it's fine. It's fine, Daniel. It's fine.
We'll be okay.
It's fine.
Ralph, are you asking for like a list of all the books in the bundle offer after the show? Like,
so it's everything you're seeing. I mean, it's so few. I can just run through them again real quick. It's everything you're seeing plus Action Comics.
Sorry, I realized what you just said. Yeah, I can look at what your total is after the show.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, my brain.
All the stuff you just claimed. You know what? It's 10 o'clock at night. It's fine. I get it.
Eddie says we need Tarny on TikTok.
I don't know if I don't think TikTok's ready for all this. So last few books. If anything strikes your fancy.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. Obviously, we've got our next big event show is going to be again Friday night for the first time in a long time that we've done a Friday show. That's going to be April the 22nd for our Multiverse of Madness special. 2 books in that, $4. course, we're probably going to sneak in a Moon Knight special somewhere interimly. It's not on the calendar, but it's in the boxes. Happy April Fool's Day tomorrow.
Got an offer for you on the Clear the Board
What
special.
you got? What you got?
Would you consider 80 for the Clear the Board?
You're...
And then Jen snuck in here under the Ultimate Comics live show account saying Sienna and I are working on getting Tarny on TikTok. And she has
allegedly
ideas.
Well, now I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it, Daniel. I just don't even.
All right.
You got it.
Sienna Collins getting the Clear the Board.
I say, look at that. In the true never hurts to ask spirit, $80 for this huge stack of comics. Happy Ulta Day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Tuesday. Bye.